What's going on, YouTube? Whiskey Toe? What's up, guys? Cheers to everybody. Happy Monday night. I know there seemed to be some kind of confusion. I don't know how I posted twice. No idea. I've never done that before, but hopefully that's all fixed now. Not sure. We'll find out, I guess. Somebody will let me know. But cheers, everyone. Happy Monday night. Got a few things to cover here. One of them being the teams, the matchups for the Double Trouble. They are all set. We have dates for our first set of matchups, which will be, I believe, the 21st, Monday the 21st. Will be the first set of matchups, and I will go over that here shortly. Let me drop the link in here really quick. So if anybody wants to hop on, they are more than welcome. I'm sure Eric wants to hop on. All right, links posted. Let me go on here and link it up to the top. So it's available. Let's see here. All right. What's in everybody's glass tonight? What's everybody drinking? All right. Come on. I'm lagging over here. All right. Jeff joined. Hey, Jeff. What's
Tater
up?
Cakes.
Tater Cakes. That may be one of the coolest stickers ever. I love that sticker, man. That sticker's funny. Let me.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Man, doing good.
Yeah, what's
Coming off a good 4th of July weekend here. Had plenty of family time and
nap
a
time.
handful of burgers and a handful of hot dogs. and some nap time
And
due to
some
the
nap
hamburgers
time.
and the hot dogs. Everyone just kept taking pictures of me as I kept passing out everywhere.
Oh, that's so funny. Let me drop this link here.
As I kept passing out everywhere.
Oops. All right, let's see. I see Marty's in the chat. All right, we're pinned. Got the link pinned to the top. If anybody wants to hop on, more than welcome. Let me set that off to the side.
Man.
What you drinking, Jeffrey?
I poured tater cakes. Well,
right.
I must say, my preview bottle is not long for this world.
Good night. I had to slow myself down.
Hey, look at that.
Oh yeah, you put a hurt on that.
Family helped destroy this one. I'll still take credit for about 60% of that, though. Hey, Toby.
Yeah, I had to go in and delete that other live. I'm not sure what happened, but I've never said anything about doing it twice, but I don't know.
Hey, multiple choice is always good.
Yeah. Diamond Dave Oaks, things in house. Cheers. Good to see you. Top Dog. The Bourbon Jerk. What's up, buddy? Slap Shots in the house. Mr. Jiggs is in the house. Top Jimmy here on screen. 4-Leaf Whiskey. Cheers. Good to see you. Richie Z is in the house. Sean Holgrave, what's up, buddy? Cheers, man. Sugar Kitty. Little meow action. Cheers. What else we got in here? Let's see. This is stream. This is the stream to roll all of them. Tim Corney's in the house. Cheers, man. Cheers. We are two different streams. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I have no idea. I just deleted the one though. So, let's see. Tim. There's my link. Slap Shot. Sean Highland Park Magnus. What is that? That's got to be a Scotch. Highland Park. Okay, yeah, I know how. Yeah, all right. Highland Park's ringing a bell now. Just pour the Sergeant Slaughter. Yes, sir. Yeah. That's a freaking good one, man. Just cracked the Penelope Cigar Chapter 1. Okay. Sitting on my porch in my rocker, sipping Sam Adams porch rocker. Ironic. I never heard of the Sam Adams porch rocker. Interesting. Paul Madden, what's up, man? Knob Creek 12. Okay. Pour some 2 stacks single malt Irish whiskey backstrap rum finish. That sounds good. Renee Pete's in the house. Cheers. CJP Bourbon's in the house. Cheers. Good to see you. Cheers, Dusty Jeff, Top Jimmy, and chat. Cheers, guys. So we're going to pour a little tater cake action, guys. Tater Cakes, as you guys saw the sticker. Let me share that with you in full view. Where are we here? There we go. All right. Let's see. Gotta love it. And this is all in thanks to Jeff here. Jeff went all out on this one. Where are we? You guys see that?
You have to zoom in as they get the full effect there.
Let me see if I can zoom in here.
Got that magnifying glass there.
Yeah, there we go.
And
I mean,
look at that
guy.
Go up and down.
I mean, look at that. Look at that stud, man. Oh, my God. Eric. Eric's going to buy one for each room in his house and just have it just sitting around. Oh, goodness. That is the Tater Cakes, everybody. That is the next barrel pick to come out of Bardstown Bourbon Company. I can tell you that I know when I first got this, I took my notes and I was very, very surprised how good this was. I know, Jeff, you kind of touched on it, briefly when we were going back and forth between 2 barrels and we blinded them in the end. And we're thinking that I think Vince maybe got something wrong in the end. Is that right, Jeff? Am I remember that correctly?
Well, what happened on my blind, we were between 2 barrels, and I'm pretty sure this is the one I wanted. And later on, when we did the blind, I was sipping on them, and I picked my left hand, and he was like, "Oh, you picked the other one." I was like, "No, I didn't." Like, I'm sitting there tasting it, like, "No, it's that one right there." Like, my left hand is D. So I had him give me another blind again, just to see if I could keep getting that same result. And then I flipped the answer again to this one.
Yeah.
So it's crazy though when you're doing these tastings, it's like between the barrel numbers and the paperwork and a little positioning change, you got to make sure you're getting the thing that you're picking.
But man, I'll tell you, I mean, the 2 that we picked, I think were both really good, but this one definitely stood out above the other. And it did a little bit of extra aging from the time we picked it until now. Mm-hmm. I mean, we picked this one back in February.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely sat around for a little bit longer. I don't know when they pulled it from the rick exactly, but it definitely sat around for a little while. I mean, the tasting notes on this are it's dangerously good. I'll say that. I know for me, and I know Jeff has his notes too, but so the front of the palate really kind of leans off towards this butterscotch, toffee, vanilla wafer kind of note on the front of the palate, and as it gets into the mid palate, more like the baking spices start to appear, the coriander. You get a little bit of some sweet oak that starts to make like an appearance there, and then that's when that rye spice starts to that spiciness starts to kind of build up there on the center of the palate. And then as it gets into the back of the palate is really where this honey, like this golden honey, really kind of just sticks into the back of your throat with those baking spices and that sweet oak. And then like some buttercream, kind of vanilla icing, and that sweetness of that butterscotch and toffee kind of flow through into the end. It's so good. I remember I first drank it and I told Jeff, I was like, I'm on glass number 4 right now. Like I need to slow down on this real quick, because I mean, everything about it from the front to back is just it definitely exceeded my expectations for yeah, exactly.
Oops.
Yeah, right.
Hold it up again, Jeff.
I mean,
Yeah.
This was just I
Clumsy
did
me.
demolish about 60% of this thing myself between getting to know it from my notes and then doing a video on it on Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, my family was going at it too.
You know, I
I
think
think
it's
it's just that
great
sweetness that just invites another sip, another sip, another sip.
that you guys came
it
out with this.
definitely is.
I'm sorry.
Go for it.
No, I think it's great that you guys came out with this bottle because where I'm at, I see 6-year store picks of Bardstown all over the place. And you know, I'm in Lexington, Jeff, you're in Northern Kentucky. You probably see a lot of them too. And so many that you don't know where to start, but you want to. So now I don't have to worry about it. You know, I know exactly where I'm going to start.
Man,
You know?
the spice, that spicy honey, I swear to God, it literally just like it's stuck into the back of your throat as it just slowly pulls down. This has an insanely long finish on this. I honestly think it exceeded my expectations for a Bardstown Bourbon Company pick. I mean, this is very, very good. Very, very good.
Jeff, what did you say the proof was? 116?
119. 119.4.
That's right in the wheelhouse.
Cheers.
Sweet spot.
High rye, 60 corn, 36 rye, 4 malted barley. You still feel it. Like, man, that just goes on. That is crazy. That is so good.
I got a text message with Kelsey and Darrell when they were waiting for their bottles to show up. And I was like, I can't wait till you guys feel this finish. And I was like, I had to clarify. I was like, I don't mean the flavors. I mean literally the sensation of it.
Yes.
When that rye spice attacks the middle of your palate, and it like makes your tongue tingle at the same time, you're getting all the sweet oak and that honey in the back of your throat, and it's just hanging. Like, it's just an all out assault.
Yeah. I mean, literally, like it's still back there. Dave Vogelsang says the Evernorth Wheater and the Evernorth Single Barrel Bourbon delivered tomorrow. Dave, that is awesome, man. I can't wait to hear what you think. Whiskey knows that bottle is definitely not my jam. Says Top Dog. I don't know which one he was talking about. Let's see. Independent Joe, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is taking this upcoming season of Dusty Dan's Invitational. Cheers, all. So Independent Joe is going to be in the first round of matchups. That's going to be on Monday, the 21st. I am on vacation next week, so there will not be a live stream next Monday. But when I return, I already have some samples poured for the contenders for the first rounds. We're going to do 2 matchups that night. One probably starting at 8:30, and the next one maybe starting at 9:30. It's going to include the West Coast crew going in the later rounds. So it's going to be the first round is going to be EJ and Bourbon of the Week as a team, and they're going up against Big League Bourbon, Chris Ludwig, and Bourbon. So that's going to be the first matchup. And then the second matchup later on in the evening is going to be over-the-counter KY. That's Gary from the World's Worst Bourbon Channel and DMC KY David. They are going up against Independent Joe and Mark as Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. So,
all right. Hey, they're home.
How you doing, Ethan? Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
You made it home all right.
Let's see here. CJP Meow, are you wearing a Vic suit yet? Whiskey Nose, cheers, Tracy Top Jimmy. Whiskey Nose, everyone. Slam that like button. I appreciate that, Marty. Copper Wolf in the house. Cheers, my friend.
Next Monday, Copper Wolf. So the links will drop for the Bardstown next Monday.
Yep. To the windows, to the wall. Spicy Honey, is that Dan's college nickname? No, not me. I would never. Oh God. I wasn't there long enough for that to happen, unfortunately. That's a story for another day. Man, I'm excited for you guys to get this. I really am. This is so. It's so good. I'm happy that it's not just straight overly sweet. Like that spice factor that you get, not only the baking spices, but that proof that comes attached to that. and then through that finish, it actually, I think it helps. It benefits the whiskey so much rather than being something that's just so sweet, especially being a 36% rye. That's really where you get that spice, is on that mid to back palate and through the finish. It slaps you. It slaps you with it. Jeff, who all got bottles of this as a preview?
So Kelsey, Darrell, myself, you, and the Turks should have gotten one.
Ours is being delivered tomorrow because it required a signature.
Gotcha.
Oh, that makes sense.
Same with the Evernorts.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey,
Brian, Toby.
hey, since you're talking about it, I tried to jump on a second ago to beat you to the thing. There's going to be some changes for your Dusty competition. I, unfortunately, am dealing with major esophagus issues, and I can't drink alcohol for a couple months.
Oh,
so I have talked to T-Rob, and he didn't get in, and he wanted in. So T-Rob is going to substitute for me and be with Adam.
Okay. Man, that sucks, Brian. Damn.
Yep.
So effectively, immediately you can't drink?
Yeah, it should have been sooner than immediately, but I've been stubborn, and it's now gotten to the point where it's not okay.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That sucks.
Yep. But I can still smoke cigars, so that we got that.
Okay, that's still a plus. I'm actually surprised they let you do that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's not the upper; it's the lower end of the esophagus, right where it meets the stomach.
Gotcha. Top Jimmy gifted 10 Dusty Dan memberships. Jerry Black is now a member. Chip, what's going on, man? Isaac Camacho is now a member. Mojo is a member. Matthew Keeble is a member.
Hey, Mojo.
Benjamin Arrington is a member. Steve Godfrey is a member. Nick Eichson is now a member. And Whiskey Amadon, OH, received a membership as well. So did Renee. So I didn't see that one. And Nick Foles. Good Lord.
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks, Tobe. I appreciate that, man.
That Top Jimmy guy, he's a problem. You shouldn't let him hang around.
Tell you what, you gotta watch yourself around him. EJ, well, that should be a short appearance for Chris and I. You never know, man. You never. Don't count out Mr. Bourbon of the Week now.
Nope.
Don't count out Mr. Bourbon of the Week. It's all for fun anyway, man. You know. So basically, first round bye, good deal. Says Independent Joe. EJ, I feel the same, Joe. 37 in chat. Catch up on the likes. Appreciate that, guys. Sweet Sanity, cheers. See ya. Sanity.
So Top Dog had a comment earlier about not liking something, but it was about the Penelope cigar blend and not about the Bardstown. He wanted me to make sure that I clarify.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Brian fell off.
awesome.
Cheers, Mojo. Thanks for the donation. Bless up stuff. Cheers, man. Cheers, Mojo. Let's see here. John Cloud is in the house. Big Vic is in the house. What's going on, buddy?
If the rain gets loud here, let us know. It's pouring cats and dogs at the moment.
I can't hear it at all. Yeah, I'm again super excited. I know Jeff had, his tasting notes were a little different from mine. Jeff, what was I remember you had a couple things in yours.
Not too different. It's Kelsey and Darrell that have a little slightly different interpretation of it. So Darrell was all about apples and just different fruits and pie crust, but he really wasn't getting the honey or the custard. But he also said roasted chestnut, which I thought was interesting because you had the nutmeg in yours. So I can kind of see some of the interpretations there. And then Kelsey was just like, this is straight custard. He was even getting into like flan territory. So
What?
he was like, well, he was saying cinnamon custard, so I just say that's flan.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, does it really matter? All these notes sound fantastic.
well, that's the fun part about it. Everyone's got this different interpretation of deliciousness. Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Kelsey's making stuff up.
I'm telling you though, like when you guys get a chance to drink this and you feel how it hits the back of the palate, like that rush of sweet, and then it just goes. It's not like overly spicy, but man, that spice just lingers in the back of your throat for minutes. I mean, it's just it's just stuck there. And that's when that honey makes that appearance, and then that the butterscotch kind of sweetness up at the front still is attached to that, and the buttercream icing. Oh my God, that is so good. That is so.
I mean,
good.
this is why I love high rye bourbon so much.
Oh man,
just the sweet and spice balance, especially with the honey note too, because that's one of the things I love the most about MGP.
Ed Williams with a $50 super chat. Evening, y'all. Cheers, Ed. Thank you for that, my friend. I am going to have a small giveaway tonight. I want to try to get all the samples out to everyone. I have a handful of packages that I'm going to drop off tomorrow because I have the samples poured for the first two matchups for the tournament on the 21st. So I will not be live next Monday, but that following Monday is when we'll have our first round of matchups. So, and in between that time, I'll go ahead and contact the contestants for the second round of matchups. We're going to try to have 2 matchups per night if we can. That way we don't drag this on until Christmas. But for some reason it doesn't work out, then we'll have to just stick with 1 for right now. There's not as many teams this year, so it should still go pretty quick.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun regardless.
Oh, it's going to be a ton of fun. You should see the first set of bottles I got.
I can't wait to see that the screenshot of them.
Yeah, it's going to be
yeah.
I figure, emojis.
Huh?
I said, everyone get ready for Ethan's emojis.
Oh boy, that's it. Get ready.
I think
little ballerina emoji, some butterfly emojis, maybe. You can put a barn on there, Ethan. You got a barn emoji?
Ethan doing like hard hands.
Actually, you mentioned barn. Did you hear she's leaving Hidden Barn?
Huh?
She's leaving Hidden Barn.
I saw that. She's going to who was that?
No, she's going to do her own thing.
Oh, is she I thought she was going to somebody else.
That's not what I saw. What I saw said she was trying to focus on her own thing.
That's what I heard.
Hidden Barn was her own thing.
No, like
Really?
it's like not whiskey related.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, okay.
Which is surprising, but hey.
Well, I mean,
wait a minute.
It's
Wasn't
tough,
it some
though,
kind
man.
of fragrance, some kind of fragrance thing or something like that?
I think there's 2 things. One's a fragrance thing, and the other is it's something natural. I forget exactly what the article said.
Huh.
She kind of loves her fragrance, honestly.
She's going to become a lifestyle brand.
Lifestyle, yeah, maybe. Adam Shelton can't jump in tonight, but I'm with you in drunken spirit. Oh Lord, Adam drunk already?
I don't know if he spent the weekend not drunk.
That's true. Yeah. I saw him put some damage to that bottle, but
Was it benchmark?
Oh,
Was it?
his benchmark top shelf.
Yeah.
It says Sweet Cinity says it's raining cats and dogs in Chicago. It rained so hard I stepped on a poodle. But that's funny. Let's see. Justin Jenkins in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. She's leaving for a perfumery. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, I hope her perfume smells a little better than Hidden Barn. No. Yeah. Come on, Ed. But I do have a very small giveaway tonight. So I did win the lottery for the Helldiver 17.
Yeah.
I haven't cracked that one. This one's finished in sherry, cognac, and New American Oak, I believe. So we'll do 3 samples of this tonight. Again, I still have some stuff to get out, so I don't want to do a huge giveaway tonight, but I'll just do 3 samples of the new Helldiver 17.
Nice.
I'll crack that here at some point too. So.
Adam was not happy about losing that lottery.
It's like they tell you like you have better shots, a better chance the next time. I've entered 4 times and lost 4 times.
That's crazy.
So I'm with Adam on that. I don't know.
That's crazy. Oh my God, I can't get over this bottle. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Yeah,
it's dangerous.
Oh, that is so dangerous. Let me turn my dinger off here.
Evernorth we did one.
The Southern Distilling.
Yep.
The nose on it too has actually gotten better as it's opened up in the bottle. I thought that's been interesting as well.
What do you get on the nose? Like Apple, for me, when not to cut you off, for me when I opened up a little bit, like the other day, I had the last glass that I poured. I let it sit for 10, 15 minutes. I went back to it. I got a lot more cinnamon on it than I did on the first couple glasses that I drank. But
cinnamon, spice. I still get in the butterscotch and the toffee range when it comes to some of that sweetness. You mentioned vanilla wafer earlier. That interpretation makes sense. And I do get the green apple every now and then, but I don't think I pull it out naturally. I think I pull it out when I'm like looking for it because Darrell said it. But for the most part, I don't get a lot of fruits on this one. I mean, it's just all sweet and spice.
And I typically on these high rise, I get citrus. Like I'm usually a fan of getting the citrus, but I don't really get any of that on here either. So
Darrell said that too. I think he was like clove spice citrus. Like, as I said, he's got an entirely different interpretation of it, which I love.
I think for Dana to pour it for you blind to see if you could pick out the apple, like, not knowing what it is, right?
Yeah.
Have a couple different ones.
Mix it with some other high rise.
I wonder how this will go head to head against the holding station. I know
the
it's
old Dom. Let's make sure. Oh, wait. The
Yeah.
actual healing, the one back here?
No, the old
we have?
Dom.
Okay, the new one. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my expectations, I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting July head-to-head whenever we get that old Dom in.
Well, 'cause
Which should be any week as well, but we don't have
Yeah.
any news on that one.
I mean, I haven't heard anything on that, but
And even throwing the healing station based on y'all's tasting notes, right? The cinnamon is, from what I remember, the healing station, it was like strawberry candy with some cinnamon and baking spice. So like, how are the 3 of them are going to go together,
yeah.
Yeah.
And those are what 44% rye?
Those both are 44. The Huling Station and the Old Dom that's made by them is 44.
Yeah.
And then the Sticky Icky was 36 as well. So those 4 are high rye bourbons.
Yeah. I think if you put that side by side, you would know which one that is just by the color. You know what I mean? That one's so much darker than all of them.
One idea that I did have, so I guess we can put this all to the test here soon. We're going to do, it'll probably be August time, but I want to do a tournament of all the picks because we've done 12 picks now in the last year. I mean, that's crazy.
12?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. No way. How did we do 12?
Because we had this
12.
Picking more than one at a couple places.
I mean,
I don't know.
6 of them
What are
are
you talking
backbone in
about?
essence, But we've done 12 picks, Dan, in the last year.
Oh, no shit. That's crazy.
The Old Dom will be like the 12th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since April of 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But really, I mean, they started releasing last September. So if you go by pick date or release date. But what I want to set up is a tournament of the picks. So invite random guests on like we do for the end of the year with our favorite bourbons. Get people that just have never had our picks too. I got to figure out who the guest would be. But just do a tournament of all the picks. Probably have 3 picks in each bracket. See what comes down to the final 4 and see which one emerges.
Wow.
Seems like the fairest way to do it.
That's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah. 12. My God, we really did. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about what they were in my head, we did. Old Dom will be number 12.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you think about it too, Dan, like the D team and what was the other one?
The rye, the
kryptonite.
moo.
Like,
kryptonite.
Yeah. I mean, in the last going on 2 years, Dan, you've done those two.
Sonic. Well, we
And
got Sonic Boom was ours.
The 2 Starlights.
Oh yeah, Starlight's Blue Run.
Oh, 19 in 2 years.
Wow. That's a lot. That's crazy. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's quite the resume when you put it all together, and it flew by so quickly, but also
it does
so slowly. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
You added the copper and cask in there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the rum pick. Don't forget the rum pick.
Yeah.
I'm relatively new to your picks, and I have 5. I mean, come on. I would have guessed more.
Basically one drop with Dan.
Seriously, last week, I mean, he's dropping them like 3 at a time. What are you talking about?
Trust me, I wish we didn't have to do that, but unfortunately, that's
I mean, if Jeff wouldn't have made us pick 3 at Evernorth.
Yeah.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
That one.
Oh,
I could not let that Green River go.
Hey, there's Marty.
Marty.
Hey guys.
Big Vic with a $20 super chat says, "I never win." That is a lie, Vic. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Let me track these here real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the crazy thing though, like we try to spread these out too. Like ideally, you come out with like 1 a month or something. But I mean, we've got things that we picked in February going against things that we picked in April, then going against things we picked in May, and they all drop at once. It's like, come on.
That's laid plans.
Yeah, there's just no way to space it. It's between the distilleries and the distributors. It's like, you're playing all their games on their timing.
Yeah, and then when it gets to the distributors, I mean, they want it out as quickly as possible because a lot of those places are small. You know what I mean? They can't hold all that. So
yeah.
For them, it's all about the turns. They've just got to constantly turn inventory because their profit is largely driven on volume.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Ed?
Cheers, y'all.
Ed. Oh
Ed,
yeah,
buddy.
Sagamore. I forgot Sagamore. Oh my God. How did I forget? And I got the Sagamore I did with Jason and Scott at that one too.
Yeah. You got the trifecta, right?
Yeah.
It was the 3 Amigos, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you help pick the trifecta too, Dan?
Yeah. I was one of the musketeers on the back.
We're just adding them up here. Now we're up somewhere in the 20s.
I didn't realize it was so many. That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, probably.
You helped him pick the VDN finish, right, for the event as well? So you picked the 3 Amigos.
Oh, God, the VDN too.
So you picked 3 Sagamores then.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're whoring yourself out.
What else? You know what else? I helped him pick that Barrel Craft Spirits. The Barrel Craft. What was that called? The Misers.
Oh yeah, the barrel ones. Yep, the 2 misers. That's getting like 2 or 3 years ago now. Yeah, now you're really starting to spread it.
Way back. Yeah.
We're gonna have to make the next pick called. It'll have Dan's face and it'll say we'll dance for whiskey.
Oh man, you know what? What I love about it is they've all been so much fun. But they do, man. It goes by so quick. That's the downside to it. But like when we get together for these meetups and picks, I mean, you want that time to last so long, and you get drunk one night, and you got to get up early and go do a barrel pick, and you go get something to eat, and you go back. It's just the time just goes by so quick during those events. Did Jason? Speaking of events, did Jason put tickets up for sale yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No dates. No ticket prices as of yet.
No
date, yes. Tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't get over this pick. God damn, that's good.
Man,
You guys
you're
are going to be in
really
for a treat with this one. I'll tell you that.
What's a minimum in that one, Dan? 5? You remember?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Top Dog
Yep.
sent me samples of those, and I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think that there's higher age stuff in there, but I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure they're probably just straight 6. Who knows?
Yeah, it should be 6. If I'm remembering right, I mean, maybe we're at 6.5, 6 3/4. I mean, it had that extra 3 months in the barrel, and it was 6 when we picked it too. So
That's true.
a little over 6, somewhere between 6 and 7. I don't think I've seen any picks that were older from them, even with the custom mash bills. I think it's all been 6 years.
Yeah, I've seen a couple floating around on the secondary that were 6 years that were a little older, as in like a year or so prior. But yeah, I haven't seen anything over 6 either.
All the store picks I've seen are
6.
6 years. That's it.
Yeah.
Same mash bill.
Cheers, T-Rob. Mark Emanecker in the house. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, Smash Bill. I know the more recent picks have all been the 36 rye, but there for a while they were doing some different picks as far as mash bills.
Yeah, because the barrels for Hope one was a different mash bill.
Yeah, that was a different mash bill.
That's like what, a year ago, something maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Every bottle I have in the house is a different mash bill. This is the only 36% rye that I have, which is strange because it's actually their core line, but none of my other ones are.
But those are older, right? Like, which ones did you have? Did you get the one from
Party Source, Barrel Thieves, Barrel from Hope, but they're all different. Every single one of them is a different mash bill.
Yeah. Joe the Sample Guy, cheers, man. Good to see you. Tom Shanley, cheers. I have a lot of your guys' samples going out, like I said, tomorrow. I'll drop them off at UPS. That's a lot of the Lasso Motel and those set of samples. So those are going to go out. Still got to pour the ones from the last giveaway, but I'm going to try to get them all out before I go on vacation. That way I can just focus on the samples for. So, which I'm excited about. I'm very excited. And again, Turks, thanks for being partners on that. It's good to have, somebody helping you do it. Well, I drink and, I don't get too drunk.
Someone to make sure the results are valid.
Yeah, pretty much. Bourbon Jerk says, Dusty, what's the interest level in doing a Limestone Farms pick? So I did receive an email from Tom with a big thank you and stuff of that nature for everything that we did about, sipping the samples and talking about them on the lives. But he did ask if there was any interest in doing a Limestone Farm pick. Now, I don't know anything about what the age may be or anything like that. If it would be like the private stock, I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to contact him back and see what that may look like. But if there's enough interest in doing a pick with them, then I would. I know he said like Drums and Drams has done one, and
yeah, I think Cam's done a blend of some sort.
Yeah, and then one other group, I forget who it was, did one as well. So
I think it might be SLB that he said in that email.
They just
SLB
did
drinks.
one. They were just there a week or two ago.
Okay.
I've got 6 bottles. I got one of each of their expressions, and they're all very good to excellent.
Yeah.
So I can't,
I think that private stock is fantastic.
Oh yeah, those
that was
Yeah. Now I don't know. Again, I don't know what we would be picking or if we would be blending. Yeah. I'd have to reach out to him and see. But if it were to draw enough interest for the people who are on here, if it were to draw enough interest, we could potentially do one.
I'm in.
I don't know what the time frame would look like because there's a couple other things happening later on, but we'll see. We'll see. I know Jeff's like, not again, Dan.
I think that's one of those distilleries that could be on the verge of hitting big.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I mean, I'm always skeptical of the price, just depending on the picks, but that would be the thing that would be the sticking point for me. because we've had other opportunities, and it's just like the price point compared to what we're finding at other places just didn't make sense to do it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing, right? If we could do like a half barrel or something, I feel like that's always easier too.
Maybe. Yeah, there's sometimes options like that too. So
now, again, I know I know we have this rolling out next Monday. I just realized I will not be live next Monday when this comes out. So Marty, you gonna take it next Monday or what?
We'll see. That's not another question.
I'm just joking.
No, because I can't go Thursday with Tom because I'm going to be out of town till Saturday.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do something Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I can't. Unfortunately, I'll be on vacation, and I need this vacation. It's been a while. So
where are you going?
I'm just going to Jersey. I take my kids to Jersey every year. I live there for a little bit, so I take them down to the beach.
You said that last week.
Okay.
And then it's some family up in Yonkers too. So, but yeah, it'll be fun. It's much needed. I'll tell you that.
Where most people
won't be able to get live. Huh? Would you say either?
I said where most people go to jail. You go to vacation.
Usually, right around where I go is not too bad. So. Let me put this. I'm gonna open up this Hell Diver here real quick, and we can sip a little bit of this, Jeff. And then we have the next Old Dom rolling out as well, which will be very soon. I imagine
it should be by the end of July. So we're just waiting for word that barrel has made it to shared pour. But it's kind of been a week by week game for the last 2 to 3 weeks with kind of getting updates on that. So we'll keep everyone posted, but you can kind of see the flow of events. By the time we get the preview bottles in, we do our notes, we do our marketing materials. It usually takes a week and a half to kind of get everything organized once they start getting stuff in our hands. So that in and of itself means we're probably 3 weeks out from the Old Dom.
And then there's the copper and cast shorty, right?
Then we got the copper and cast shorty that's picked.
Yeah.
And then we also have the walleye run malted rye. That's going to sit in the barrel till the end of August. So that'll be more of a September release.
Yeah.
With a few other things we're not discussing, still in the queue.
That is correct. That will remain silent for now. Yeah. So there's something else that we're gonna get ourselves into a little later on, and then I don't know.
Eating up all my vacation time.
Yeah, but it's not that we don't want to keep it from people, but it's just better to keep it on the low for right now. So
best to get to the pick before we say anything.
Yeah.
But I will say half my vacation time is family and half of it has been whiskey this year. I'm waiting to get called out for that fact.
Might have to send Dana on a cruise by herself, man.
I was going to say, you just spent money on a Disney cruise. That should have earned you some major points.
I think so. And it went wonderfully. I mean, it was like the perfect week and a half that we had between being in Fort Lauderdale and the cruise itself. So that part of it paid off. And then Dana's got 2 girls trips planned. So I've been building up brownie points so I can spend them all again.
That's funny. Yeah, so really nothing planned towards the end of the year, October through. But I will say it would be hard for me to travel in between all of those times. So
I wouldn't say that, Dan. I've still got some coals and some fires, and
yeah, I know. Yeah,
there's always stuff in the works.
Yes, there is. But we'll see. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Number one, for the Bardstown to roll out. I'm excited for all of these to roll out. I mean, that Old Dom was freaking killer. That copper and cast shorty. And then the why can I never remember what the hell they're called, man? The one in August.
The walleye run malted rye.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
God, that I'm so looking forward to that one.
Yep.
I don't know how many
reach.
bottles I'm going to buy, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance. All right. I promise I'll give some away, but I'm sorry in advance. I can't get over that note. Oh my God. That smells really good. Now this smells very different from the sample I got from them. Oops, that fell over.
Ooh, I'd be intrigued by a little comparison then. I always wonder sometimes with those previews if they're pulled out of the tank or if they're pulled out of the final product, or when some of those sample bottles that go to the media is actually put together. I always wonder those slight details.
Yeah,
because it makes a difference.
We're gonna find out, Jeffrey. Let those get a little bit of air, and in the meantime, you know what I'm gonna pour next? Some of that Woodenville.
Why?
Oh, come on, man.
Why would you ruin your palate already? Certainly.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. Now that I've only had 2 glasses of this, I'm gonna give it one more fair shot here. I have to.
I figured you'd be cleaning oil stains off the driveway with that by now.
I mean, oh my God. Oh, it just does not smell good at all.
This will work out though. This will work out because
I don't think it's going to, Jeff.
No. It'll give you a break between the Bardstown and then getting into the Helldiver, because there's something about that Bardstown. I'm going to be totally interested in this thing blind. It crushed the Huling station. I just did a little head to head, and the Huling station felt flat compared to it because of that punch, that rye punch at the end. Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't wait to do this thing in blinds.
Big words, Jeff, because that was an outstanding pick.
Yeah.
I am completely shocked right now. Because it's higher rye, though. It's 44% rye. Like, you'd think it would match up. I mean, I guess the proof is a little lower.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Poor Woodenville.
Oh, I just can't get over the nose on it, man.
Moldy hay and silly putty.
That's what it smells like.
That's what Jason was calling it, silly putty.
Yeah, it smells like Play-Doh almost. There is like this underlying kind of like fruit that's like begging to be released from over top the stench that's I'm getting. It's like raising its hands out of the glass. Like, help me.
Sounds like a banger.
I gotta send this to somebody in the tournament. I can't fucking wait. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody's got to get it. Oh,
you gotta give them that and the hidden barn in the same round, just so they don't.
That would be such. I'd be such an asshole to do something like that.
I thought we were friends, Dan. I could totally see us getting that blind.
Oh God. All right, I got to sip one time. That's it. I can't even review this. I swear to God. That is the worst whiskey I have tried. And
is that worse than all the Ascots?
Dude, that is so that is so bad. That is so bad. Oh my God. It has this weird like metallic taste at the end. I don't know what happened to that, but whoever wants a sample of that, I will gladly send it to you. Let me know. I promise you will feel the same exact way. Whoever wants a sample, I will send it to you. I can't even have it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I missed that part.
It's
Woodenville.
The Woodenville rye.
Oh God. Okay. I won that, so I'm apparently getting it. Yeah.
You won it?
I did last week on Days, didn't I?
Poor bastard.
You'll probably love it, Marty. Don't worry about it, man.
Don't even worry about it, Dan. Save the shit.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Dan, I'll take a sample next time you send.
Okay.
Don't pay to send me that. Include it with something down the road.
That's fine. if anybody just wants a sample, please let me know. I will
just to know how bad it is.
That is rough. That is rough. I saw SLB got one picked, and I had honeyed wheat. Love that stuff. JH in the house. Cheers, man. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the chat. I'm sitting here yapping. Travis canned on one that's released. Did another one that's yet to be released. Okay. I think I had to get a bad bottle of the private stock. Mine is terrible, says JH. Oh shit.
Interesting.
Tom indicated the bottles will be 80 to 100 depending on the barrels picked. Okay.
Oh, like yield, right?
No, I think it was dollars price point.
That'd be a good price point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that comment had a dollar sign in it.
Which bottle is this?
The Limestone Farms pick.
Doing something too, Limestone Farms.
That's a good price for Limestone Farms.
Whatever you've been sent out to midnight sleep. I'm already, Lord. I just got back from Nashville, spent some time at NBC. Nice. Oh, what's becoming of me, Rad Tiger? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up the chat here.
I need to get Tater Cakes away from me. Okay.
Tommy says you can just shut up about all the stuff coming up. Oh yeah, Tommy. Oh shit, Tommy. Figure out a way to get you something, Tommy. Cheers, Randall. Cheers, Lance. Good to see you, buddy. Miss EJ. Cheers. Good to see you. Somebody I follow on Instagram loves that Woodenville rye. No way. No way. No way. Who is it, Bourbon Jerk? I got a local store pick of the JD rye. Nice. Travis says he'll take it. Okay. All right. Bourbon Jerk wants a sample too. All right. You got it. I'll have it. Richie Z wants one too. Okay. All right. Okay. I got to know.
That's a bummer. I mean, I've been a fairly solid Woodenville fan for quite some time. That really bums me out.
I know.
Maybe it's just how it comes off to me, but
No, you're not the only one. You should have seen the face that Jason made when he tried it.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty rough. Tom Shanley, you like to try that? Let's see. 82 price point. Bourbon Jerk jump on. Marty, you do a Marty Lort, Marty Lort blend. He's all the stuff you drink on a daily basis. Making people sick. Me and Jason are aligned. Yeah, I don't want to sample, says Randall. All right, Randall. No, they didn't. As far as I know, they didn't enter that into the competition. But I would be ashamed of myself if I were to enter something like that into a competition. I'm gonna be honest with you. But we'll see. We'll let the consensus speak. I'll pour some samples of it tonight and get that sent out with the packages before the tournament. And then for those of you who were not on, our first matchups are set for the 21st. It is going to be EJ and Bourbon of the Week going up against Big League Bourbon, Chris Ludwig, and Bourbon. So that'll be matchup number 1. Matchup number 2, follow right behind that, is going to be Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, which is Independent Joe and Mark. And we also have who are they going against? I forget. Forget already. They're going against Gary, the world's worst bourbon channel, and DMCKY, and their team name is Over the Counter KY.
It's a fun matchup.
That is our first matchup, and then I will reach out to the second set of matches probably later this week to get them set up, and I'll get those samples out when I get back from vacation. So, and then Turks, I will send you the pictures of what I'm sending. That way you have a heads up, and we can customize some questions.
That sounds excellent.
Yep. Can't wait.
I can actually send you the pictures now so you can see. And then maybe when we get into the finals, maybe we'll do 4 samples. But I'm sending everybody 3 samples, 3 1-ounce samples. Just ordered.
So Katie's, I understand Katie's involved, but is Ethan involved?
Yes, they're both going to be.
Okay,
they're
so
both
we're screwed. I just want to go ahead and,
whether you like
Tommy,
it or
we're
not.
screwed.
Marty, be scared. Be very scared.
Listen. Yeah.
Well, Jeff, I will tell you the glass on the right, which came from the bottle, definitely has more of a pungent nose than the glass on the left from the sample.
Mm.
Way more fruit forward on the right glass. It's like way more like dense of a nose. On this one, it's not as dense. Fruits are a little more subtle on the nose. It's like a blueberry Pop-Tart. Smells good. All right, I'm gonna taste the bottle first. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Get in it.
Miracle Martinez, cheers.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. You're out in the Texas area.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, how crazy that turn of events turned out to be. My God. That's so crazy. I watched a video on how fast that water started rising. I mean, and it said it went like 27 feet in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, they have drought conditions, a whole bunch of bedrock, and nowhere for the water to
go. Yeah. Lance says, Drift and Drams, I have a nice aged Lancero for Ethan to try at some point. I think it's 12 years old.
Damn.
What? Ham?
Damn.
Oh, they said ham. What?
He'll make us a ham.
Dusty's hungry.
I am, man. I ate earlier. I've been cheating my intermittent fasting, and I got to get back on track with it. So I had chicken and lamb kebab earlier for lunch today, and it's wearing off quickly, especially after this. I know what will not make me hungry.
That's it.
That'll destroy your palate and your hunger.
Woodenville rye, the appetite suppressant.
That's it. I can't even. Oh God. Yeah, olives and pickles. Yeah, I don't have either here right now, unfortunately. I did have some chips and salsa, but I don't want to eat those on stream. It's way too loud.
You got to pre-soak the chips.
Pre-soak them. Nasty.
Yeah, no way. All right, let me take a sip of this other one, the sample. I was going to try to shoot a couple reviews too before I leave on vacation. I'm a little behind on reviews as well, so you can take the Woodenville off the list for sure. But I do want to review the Lasso Motel. Has anybody out here tried that yet? I know I'm sending samples out to people. I know, Jeff, you're getting one. Ed, I think you're getting one. Turks, you should be getting one.
It's sold out everywhere I've seen. I can't find one.
Yeah, there was one at the meetup a couple weeks ago, but I didn't realize it was on the table. Otherwise, I would have tried it.
Yeah,
it was delicious.
Oh, you tried it?
The Lasso Motel at the meetup, yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It's good, man.
Yeah. We do have a bottle that I'm pretty sure they sent a cease and desist to.
Because it's called Lasso?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Where's that out of?
I've never seen that.
I don't say where it's distilled, though. Just aged and bottled in Colorado.
But it's calf strength, 51% rye.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's like vanilla bean custard.
Yeah.
With some rye spice.
They're now called Laredo.
Yeah, they are. They're out of Windsor.
Laredo. These are 2 different whiskeys.
Doesn't that drive you crazy?
These are polar opposites. What the fuck? That's crazy. They don't even taste the same.
Hey, Dusty, can I ask a couple like nerdy Ascot questions?
Sure.
So you got 100 samples,
Yes.
and Jason got 100 samples, and they were
Yes.
not the same.
Yes.
Do you know how many different samples he had? But
I don't know the totals, but I know it was well over. Like when you take all of the different categories together, I know it was well over 500 different total expressions, if you will. Because I mean, they're including canned cocktails, they're including gins, rums, tequilas.
And is there any sort of do you know what his benchmark is for even letting something in and therefore go out as a sample?
To be honest with you, I don't think there is a benchmark. Again, there was stuff that you can ask Jason too. I mean, there's stuff that we tried in there that was just like
garbage.
Yeah, it's not even an honorable mention. You just put like a no score if it goes low. So, I mean, there's definitely some stuff in there that this round of samples was much better than last year's round of samples.
So maybe it's everything that gets submitted. I wonder.
It could be. Yeah. I don't think there's anybody there that's tasting stuff and saying, hey, because, I mean, they do have a craft category in there for whiskey. So, obviously you're going to get some of that younger stuff that's in there, and you can definitely taste it when you go through some of those samples because they're very, very crafty, corny, very grain forward. But yeah, I know all in all in total, it's well over 500 different bottles. So, because you figure, I mean, just through the bourbon and the rye and the single barrels, I mean, that alone is probably over 250 different expressions, because Jason and I had some similar things, but we also had things that were completely completely different. Like he had, I mean, he had some high-end bottles. I had a couple high-end bottles, but yeah.
So is it that the results coming from folks like you and Jason are weeding out, several hundred of these, and then his panel is then choosing from, the highest aggregate scores from all of those that went out to the field, like you and Jason?
Well, I know, like, from my understanding anyway, is like I don't have that paper in front of me, but basically, if 7 or 8 judges get a single whiskey, if they get a Lasso Motel, and 90% of the judges say it's a 95, and one says it's a 60. They're obviously going to take the higher scores, right? But there's still it still creates an average for the score,
right?
But then those, when it's voted on by the judges, because the judges that you saw on that final panel, they still all got a box of samples. Now their box of samples may have been a complete smorgasbord of stuff. They may have got gin, canned cocktails. They may have got 200 different samples. But then it all goes down to the numeric vote. And then from there, that's when they have those taste off like you saw on TV where, this got, so that means that got X amount of votes, that got X amount of votes.
Right.
It wasn't just because I scored this high that it made a final. You know what I mean?
Right.
Other people had to have scored that high to make it go where it was. So if that helps you,
No, I just, for me, it's just, how legitimate is the process? And it sounds like the process is legit. And, there's not really any brand, it kind of rules out brand favoritism and that type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, and here's what's funny is like on the piece of paper I wrote down every score that I wrote, that I typed in and entered. And when I went back and looked at my score sheet that John sent me, I went back and just validated that it was everything that I put in, and it was all correct. So, and they use the sample, the judges' tasting notes on some of those screenshots you saw from the Ascots on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. So, they pull all that information and put it on there. So, I mean, there's people that are always going to say it's rigged, if you will, right? I don't know. At my level, it's not, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm drinking.
Right.
I have no idea besides the proof and the category that it's under. Once it goes out, once it's emailed out for me and it goes into Wonderland, I have no idea what happens from there.
But if you look at the results, it's kind of, other than if you want to call it rigged, that maybe, the distilleries are cherry picking, samples that they're submitting, maybe that's a version of being rigged. But it's with some of the obscure labels that got picked and did really well, it's hard to believe that, it's rigged.
Well, I'm sure I could almost guarantee you that, like, if Buffalo Trace were to put a Blanton single barrel in there, I guarantee it was probably cherry picked.
Sure.
Or a Great Eagle Rare barrel. You know what I mean?
Or Henry McKenna.
Collectively, I'm sure they're not just throwing just a normal shelfer in there. You know what I mean? So, that I'm sure they do. But from after it leaves my computer to wherever.
All right.
I don't know. So all I know is there's stuff that I tasted that was fantastic, and there was stuff that I tasted that was not so fantastic. But
sure.
And it just so happens the one thing that I graded almost the highest was the thing that won Best in Show. So,
So how's the Woodenville rye?
No, Marty, let me tell you all about it.
I'm kidding.
Let me tell you all about it. I'm brushing my teeth with it, Marty. It's that good.
Damn.
Marty, what are you drinking?
Now I've gone to a Merle's Whiskey Kitchen pick of a New Riff single barrel.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
This baby's old. It was bottled in July of 23. So distilled in 19.
Wow.
New Riff just sent out an email today about a new single barrel program. I figured Jeff probably got that email about 2 seconds before I did.
What is it?
I did. They're doing 6-year single barrels, Dan, at New Riff. So they're starting to up the single barrels.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yep.
We need to add more high rye bourbons to our collection.
Jeff is stirring the pot right now.
Dude, I'll do as many picks as possible, but I can't travel. Like, I just can't. I don't have time to travel like that. I wish I could, but I can't. And it's so different doing a pick, like getting samples rather than being in person. Being in person is just it's so much fun. And
especially
it's so
there at New Riff.
Being in person is definitely more fun. I do like when I'm at home and we're doing the picks, because not only can I judge which of the samples ahead of me, in front of me, is elevated, but then I can compare it to other things on my shelves just to see if did it win the flight, or is it a good whiskey just compared to anything I can put it up against?
Yeah.
And you can't really do that when you're at the distillery. I mean, we've talked about that
true.
concept. Like, can I bring a control pour into the distillery? Like, I'm going to bring the best of your picks that I've come across here just to see if our picks.
I bet you Vince wouldn't have cared if we brought anything into Bardstown that day.
Probably not that day.
As long as you were willing to share it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful sharing whiskeys around. I know, like when we went to NBC, I pulled out a bottle of Old Quaker, and they're like, "Oh man, you gotta put that back in your bag. Like, we'll drink it, but you gotta be careful. Can't show that." And I was like, "Interesting." Like, I wonder, But then when we shared the whiskey with Walleye, they're like, "Yeah, let's go into this room and pour it out." And so I know I guess you got to be careful where you go. But starting to see New Riff single barrels showing up on VA ABC shelves. Nice. Thankfully, I'm not driving to freaking outside of Virginia's anymore. Woohoo! That is done. No more of that, man. Thank God. Ed, what you drinking, man? What you sipping on? What coffee? I know you got coffee out there.
Yeah, I got coffee and whiskey. Drinking the churro blend from Drifting Drain.
Drifting
I
Drain.
told you, that poor cigar blend's taking a back seat right now. So
Is that the rat turds or whatever it is?
no, not that. And then since y'all were doing Bardstown, I brought out the Blackberry Farm Stout Finish. Bardstown. Turks got me this a couple months back, so
Nice.
sipping on that.
Katie says Hooper. Oh, where's Hooper? I didn't see him. What's up, Hooper? Cheers, buddy. I gotta.
Oh my gosh. Hooper's
send
screen
Hooper
name. I'm so glad that it's saying Hooper again because I couldn't say his screen name out loud.
Hoopa.
It was Side PHUK. That's what showed up as the comment on my thing. I was like, what is this? And then I clicked on the profile. I was like, oh, it's Hooper.
That's funny. Yeah, I got he was able to find me a bottle of that Joseph Magnus, or not the Joseph
Murray Hill.
Yeah, the Murray Hill number 4. So I'm gonna send him out some old stuff here. Hopefully, huh?
I'll just yell at Giselle's in the chat.
Oh, what's going on, Jay Sells? Cheers, man.
You Boston piece of shit.
Toby, what are you sipping on, man? I didn't see you sipping on anything.
Me?
Yeah. Ooh.
He's got the old Granddad 7.
7.
Well, he had the old Granddad 7.
Nice.
That's
Jeff,
bottle number
what'd
1.
you move to?
Katie put a bug in my ear about the Green River Essence Evernorth pick. So I had to end on the Cherry River here.
Okay. I'll actually move to that too. I'll sip along with you on that one.
Is it me or is anybody else waiting for Marty's canopy to catch fire back there?
I can't tell the distance between where it.
I know.
You know, based on what was happening in the top right-hand corner, I was debating if it already did.
Yeah, there's a string of lights that go around.
Jay Sells asked you, Tove, how was that OGD7?
I love it. I mean, I prefer this over the old Fitz 7. I put the OGD 7 as a relatively equal pour with the Heaven Hill 7. They're a little different, but I mean, for $40, I mean, but at Costco, it's like $36, $37. And it's right here in Lexington. It's everywhere on the shelf, not behind the counter, no limit. And I mean, Costco had a pallet of it.
That's
so, I mean, it's delicious. There's not a single bad note that I can give it. It's delish.
Yeah. Travis says only will happen if Marty passes gas, folks.
I'll blow his cherry out from under me first.
Oh, Marty, I got to get back with you in person, man.
I know, man. We get together.
You make me laugh so fucking hard, dude.
Me and Jenny, Saturday night, me and Jenny were in this Mexican restaurant in downtown Raleigh, and there's this trashy ass couple sitting behind us, and my stomach growled, and she heard it, and she goes, "You okay?" And I said, "I want you to watch these two sitting behind us." And she said, "What?" And I said, "This fucking chair is about to park them right down the middle." She goes, "You are absolutely worthless." I said, "But you laugh." I said, "But you laugh."
Oh, that's great. Oh my god.
Good.
That's funny. Marty, what are you sipping on? I forgot what you said.
I went back. I went now and I went ahead and the only Bardstown I've got down here is the Origin white label.
Nice. Okay.
And this one's older, man. This one's fall of 16, so it's a 23, 22.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a little older.
That was the first one, I think,
Yep.
when they did the Origin drop, or the
The Turks,
And
you
ours
guys
is a single barrel of that mash bill.
Turks, you guys are sipping on the Green River?
The Evernorth Green River. Yeah.
Nice.
We had our we got our sample from Adam, and then our bottle should show up tomorrow. We just had
Nice.
a held again.
Heck yeah, it was like Christmas last week when all those bottles showed up.
Man,
Oh,
I'm really excited for you guys to get the Lasso Motel and let me know what you think of it.
yeah. I'm interested to do like a deep dive into it for sure.
Yes.
How did you get bottles of it?
What's that?
The Lasso Motel. How did you?
I actually bought one when it was on Sealbox.
Okay.
And then they sent me one.
Okay.
I reached out to Lasso Motel and I was like, "Hey man, I tasted your stuff in the Ascot Awards. I was a big fan of it. Like, oh, give me your address." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, here you go." So,
that's the only Ascot bottle I haven't been able to, track one down.
Yeah. I can send you some. I still have half a bottle here. So, I'll send. I think I already packed up a sample for you anyway, if I'm not mistaken. I had like 20 friggin' bags to send out. I just ordered more of the 9x7s. I know I got to get ready for that. I just ordered more sample bottles. I can steal packing peanuts and bubble wrap from work, so I don't need that. Not steal it, but
Liberate.
As long as you ask for permission, it's fine.
Yeah.
I gotta find a bottle you don't have, and I'll send it to you. That way, you'll have enough bubble wrap for a year, so you won't have to worry about all the.
Yeah, I've tried to wrap some of those samples in like those thicker bubble wraps, and it does not work as well as the small, thin bubble wrap. So, I know I just sent out samples to Vic for you and Vic. I can't remember, but yeah, some of them actually broke. That's the first time I've had samples. I don't know, maybe second time that I've had some samples break. I don't know if it's because of the heat or what, but I don't know. I don't think putting the tape around it would have stopped it either. But
yeah, with those I usually vacuum seal. Take like 3 or 4 samples, vacuum seal them in those 1 quart bags. And that's just mainly in case it does pop. At least it stays hopefully within the bag.
Yeah. Yep.
So
we do hopefully next week, if not sooner. Work is kicking my high end, as Jay sells. Man, that Lasso Motel is good. That is so good. My goodness. Ethan, you said you tried it. Katie, you tried it too, right?
I believe I did. It was, at the meetup, there were so many bottles.
Yeah.
It was hard to keep track of what I actually tried.
Agreed.
I think I did. I'm not exactly sure if I did though. It was on the table.
Yeah, I know I tried it, and my impression was, wow, I see why people are talking about this so much. But I had quite a few other pours, and I wasn't able to get super into it.
That's good, man. Ed just got his samples in the box.
yeah, Vic dropped off a box full of samples today, so it's probably in there.
Ed's got a bulletproof vest around his samples. That's crazy in the best way. Yeah. Man, I can't wait. We got a lot of freaking picks coming out. My God. I'm sorry, guys, but we do. I apologize in advance. But
and didn't you say at the start of the year you were going to slow down on picks this year?
No, Ed. I've never said that. Yeah, I know. I just don't want to. I don't
every
want
month
to get to the point where it's just like releasing something every month or 2 things. And, it becomes a lot because I know there's a lot of other. You guys leaving?
No, we're not.
Vic just said he'll be back in a second.
Oh, okay.
Joined and left, and I think you just needed attention.
Yeah, so I did try it. I did try it. Vic said it in chat. I did try it. Yeah.
Hi, Bill.
Hey,
What's
buddy.
up, buddy?
Hola, muchacho.
But no, I only wanted to slow down just because I didn't want to put out so many different things so fast. But it's hard. It's kind of hard not to because you get an opportunity to do something. You want to kind of hop on it,
Well, it's not just picks. You guys are putting out bangers. I mean, these are just straight up banger whiskey bottles that you guys are getting a hold of. So,
I agree with that. I mean, I think we're getting some really good stuff into your guys' hands for sure. I mean, I mean, especially here lately. I mean, with the Evernorth bottles, and then I mean this Bardstown, you got the that copper and cask shorty. You got the old Dom that's coming out. I mean, they're all freaking good. They're all so good. It's just a lot, though. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you got because I know a lot of you guys support, all these other channels that they're putting out, their picks and all that. It just becomes, I know it becomes a lot. So, I buy picks from all these, a lot of these other places too, and it just becomes a lot. So, I get that part of it, but
saves me from having to go into liquor stores and buy bottles. That's for sure. So.
Yeah. Marty looks like he's about to start doing his side job as a fortune teller. Oh, good God. Oh, goodness.
That's fantastic.
Oh, God. Who said that? EJ.
EJ did.
Oh, goodness. Vic, what you sipping on? What kind of coffee? I know you got coffee out there.
None. Water.
What? Okay.
Yeah. I had Dutch Bros earlier.
Starbucks?
The wife wanted Dutch Bros. So we went there.
Sat in line for an hour to get a cup of coffee?
It was empty. That's why she wanted Dutch Bros.
Oh, okay.
Jay Sell says, Dan, make a short video clip of you saying less barrel picks and then add clips of it all the time you pick releases. Yeah, I know. Maybe next year we'll slow down. Maybe next year we won't.
I might get into this in a bit.
Ancient age.
There you go.
We'll see. I don't know. Jeff won't leave me alone about picks, guys. I don't know. I might have to block his number next year.
Well, the issue was at the beginning of the year, Dan said we'd only do 6. Now, he didn't specify whether he would initiate 6 or I would initiate 6 or Vic would initiate 6.
That is true. That is true.
True.
I'll vouch for the 3 Evernorth. All right. That was my fault.
The Evernorths, the Green Rivers, and the Bardstown. Those are your 5, right?
Yes.
While I run. 6.
Oh, yeah. The Walleye Run.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
The Walleye Run. Yep. That's the 6.
So you've met your quota.
The copper and casts and the
He's
old
due
Dom.
he's due for a pay grade, Ed. That's what it is. He met the quota. He exceeded expectations. Got to go for that 4% now.
Yeah.
Now it's just all of his pesky partners that are adding up to the.
I'm telling you, man. Telling you, this guy right over here is like, hey, man, got something in the works. And then this guy down here, like, hey, man, looking to do something? Looking to do something? Holy shit.
Oh, you want us to do just one? What about 3?
Mark Elmenecker says, is that the 8-year ride Woodenville you guys are talking about? Yeah, Mark, you got it?
If not, we know where you can get it.
You got it?
Real chip. Real cheap.
Yeah.
Real chip.
I saw the bourbon last weekend, but I didn't see the rye.
I'll let you guys try it. And
Oh, Marty, thank you. I got your hand delivery for 7 minutes. Yeah.
I just hope it didn't pop. I had it on.
No.
Okay.
I checked it. No, it's good.
Good deal.
You guys buy the Junkies.
Thanks for taking care of that for me, Vic.
No worries,
Yeah,
brother.
Junkies dropped Backbones and 13th Colony today.
God, did you see the proof on that thing?
140. Yeah.
No, 100, no. Was it over? I can't remember now.
I thought it was over.
It may be like 142 or something.
Yeah. I was teasing Troy, man. I wanted to make
Chris
sure.
Baker.
Now I'm more curious about that rye. No, I'm telling you, man. Chris Baker says, "Hey, Bourbon Taste Masters." Cheers, man. You can. I mean, hey. Again, I mean, I'll send anybody a sample of it. I just gotta. It has to be soon before this tournament starts because, then that's all I'm gonna be sending out. It's a lot of packages.
You know what, Dan? Let it sit for a month, then send it. Then that way we can say it's aired out in the bottle.
Difference. Yeah.
Give it a chance to live. What's up, Peter B?
I'll send it to everybody at once, and everybody can hop on this live stream and taste it live.
What
Oh,
it is, I can't see it.
Gosh, that reminds me when the Turds did that with Johnny Smoking Gun. And they sent everybody the sample all at once and had us just go through taste after taste after taste.
I was part of that mess. I forgot about it. We lived in Tennessee then. Yes.
Dan, please send her a sample so I can get her a picture of tasting it. Okay, that's funny. I'll actually, you know what? I'll include it in your Double Trouble samples. So I'm about to send those out. I got them poured back here, so I'll add that to it. I'll add it to it. You're gonna regret it. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Send me a picture. I want a picture of her tasting it, please.
Well, everybody, it was good hanging out. I gotta take off.
All right, Jeffrey.
Keep an eye out there for some tater cakes, and we'll
tater cakes.
We'll catch you later.
All right, buddy.
Cheers, Jeff. Have a good night, buddy.
See you,
All right,
Jeff.
Jeff. Have a good one.
I'm gonna pour some of this weeder.
that weeder is good.
Huh?
That weeder is good.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
But now it's another series you got to do.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh,
just
no.
with the old school wrestling, like card stickers, and
Yeah.
then we'll have to get some new ones, new wrestling.
Yeah, we'll have to go. Like I think somebody was saying in chat, we'll have to go by like eras. You know.
Yeah.
Pick a different era to do some stickers of. Who knows? Maybe we can head back to Evernorth later this year.
Go through the Hall of Fame, Dan.
Go
WWE
through the
Hall of Fame.
just pick them, yeah.
A little bit at a time.
Oh my goodness! Y'all see the Jefferson's limited cash strength 130? I saw it when we were in Michigan, Chris, but it didn't pull the trigger. Still really enjoying my Found North Helldiver 25, very corn tasty. I don't think I had the 25. Oh, is that the one that's straight corn whiskey?
Is that Jefferson's? Is it an Ocean's or is that a Tropics or is it just a Jefferson's?
I think it's just Jefferson's, if I remember correctly. Dusty, do the tournament participants wait to open their sample box until the date of their challenge? Yes. Please do not open it prior to that.
Unless you detect a leak.
Or should they open it to check and make sure nothing's leaked out?
You know what? Yeah,
That'd be the only thing.
Just thinking the same thing. Yeah.
It's like you wrap them, so you'll be able to tell if they're leaked.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good. Yeah, I don't know. I got to figure that out.
Randall's already thinking, well, yeah, some leaked out.
Yeah.
Got you.
I mean, literally, I just
right into my glass.
Samples and some of them.
Hey, Dan. Tom said about the Woodenville. Go ahead and send him 2 ounces. Read his chat.
I have yet to taste. I have a Woodenville I didn't like.
Not
challenge
he
accepted.
can have my 1 ounce.
Hold my beer.
It's like redneck's last words, baby.
Yeah,
Mark, I like that, Mark. The leak is a head start for nosing.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, there's obviously, you know, I'm not saying that anyone would do anything to, you know, tamper the samples or anything, but
he sucks. He's scared.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. First, what do you think? Should we leave them sealed or open them?
I think so. I don't know.
Say, open them and check them, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, especially if are you putting tape around the caps?
I'm going to, yeah.
So I would say open them, just don't undo the tape, right?
Yeah.
Like
that works.
Don't undo the tape until you're tasting.
So, Mark,
I just wanted to jump
I may have
You
asked
got an
for trouble.
echo.
Tom, I think you asked for a lot of trouble. I think this is going to be the first Woodenville you don't like. I do. I may even put money on it. It's that bad. I'm telling you. I'll
start a pool.
Yeah, start a pool. All right, Ed. No, it's that bad. It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst whiskeys I've tasted in I don't know how long. To be honest with you, I know I'm not a huge fan of single malt. I'm not the biggest fan of the single malt from Minden Mill. I'll be honest with you. I'm not. It is super malty. I just can't. I can't get into that flavor profile for some reason. It's worse than that. Sorry. I've been avoiding going to the distillery to try it. Luckily, I've been too busy, but people in the Seattle area seem to love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're going to find people that love that, but unless I got a real fucked up bottle, man, that is rough whiskey. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I haven't had that bottle, but I do like me some Woodenville, I'll say, especially their cask strength ryes. I love those things typically.
Yeah, I can send you. I'll send you a sample if you want to try it.
Oh, absolutely, try it.
Yeah.
Even better,
I'll
find it for me.
The color on it's fantastic.
I know. I thought the same thing, Top Jimmy, when he held it up.
I mean, it is super. It's so dark. I mean,
I know.
But I just can't. I can't get past that metallic taste and that like silly putty Play-Doh. No, it's still. I can still smell it. I don't know.
Metallic silly putty.
Well, metallic, like the metallic note was on the palate. The silly putty was like on the nose. But
that's favorite note.
I'm not a fan of Woodenville. Anything, honestly, says Lance. Chris Baker, Found North. 86 corn, 13 rye, 1 malted barley. 1% increase in corn, 1% decrease in rye compared to their previous release. Okay. Lance, it is so musty. Didn't LB have that win on the blind? I didn't win, but they didn't say anything bad. I don't know who, to be honest with you. I don't
recall that on SLB, but could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll send it out to some folks. We could try it. We could try it on a live. I'll try to send a few samples out to some people here before. Again, I'm not live next week, but the week after. So that way, people get their hands on it.
If it's that distinctive, I wouldn't send it to any of the contestants because they'll know what it is right away.
I agree. I agree.
Too late. He sent to all the contestants.
It's all 3 samples. Woodenville, right? You would know what it was from the color. That all 3 are the same. Man, that weeder is really good. Oh my!
I'll grab a root beer. I'll be right back.
Does Southern Distilling do they have like a gift shop down there? Do you know? Does anybody
they got a huge place, dude. It's only 2 hours from me.
Really?
It's in Statesville, North Carolina. It's between me and Charlotte, going towards Greensboro. So, it's a huge place. Bruzel just did some kind of takeover up there, and apparently from the notes and stuff I've read from that, it's fantastic. I haven't been. I've got plenty of time to go, but I just haven't been there yet. Nancy has Fraley has a single malt blend coming from them in the fall.
Okay.
She's supposed to send me a little taste of it, so hopefully that'll be pretty cool. But no, this place, I mean, Oaklore that I did the review of about a month ago, a lot of their stuff is coming from Southern Star or Southern Distilling, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. They've got several of their own expressions. They've got all wheaters and a few ryes. They've got a cask strength wheater I saw up here in Youngsville last week when I was doing a little chasing for like $62. and it kind of made me, because of your pick, wanted me to grab it, but I needed to hold back a little bit for some other issues going on. But I may end up trying to get that in the future because I've not seen that Black Label cast strength of their weeder. So I would think they would be holding back some decent stuff for their own.
Yeah.
So, and at that price, kind of like the Evernorth, between $60 and $75, that's pretty much a spot on, I thought, price for it. But I'll let everybody know if I ever get back up there and get it.
Yeah, they sent me their port finish. North Carolina rye whiskey finished in port cast.
Is that oak lure or
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give me that one. He gave me the bourbon and the rye, and I've got those, Dan. I can send you if you want to try those. I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty decent.
Whoops. Josh Rich, cheers, man. Good to see you, buddy. Joey B's in the house. Cheers, Joey. Chris Baker says, anyone tried Old Louisville Double Oaked? Wondering if it's worth 110 for 124 proof 7-year. I've never tried that, Chris.
Old Louisville is putting on a lot of good shit.
Yeah. Chris Baker says, what's that, Ethan?
I was saying I haven't had that one yet, but I have had some bottles from them that are really good. And their pricing has been getting better. That was what I would say their main issue for a bit, but their pricing is getting better gradually.
Yeah. Randall, I've got a Hidden Barn rye. I'll send that out to whoever wants some. It's hard to believe they even put that out. Nah, it's a hard pass, man. I can't get into anything they've sent out, to be honest. Only 2 hours. Holy shit, I can be at Darrell's place in 2 hours. New Hampshire, Vermont. Lance, you should come down to. I gotta get together at some point, man. That'd be fun. You have to do a blind with the Woodenville rye and the Hidden Barn. That's brutal, man. I couldn't do that to somebody. Sorry I didn't write you back. Thank you for the message, says Jay Sells. Yeah. The Hidden Barn is bad. I may even I know this sounds crazy. I may even take that over that Woodenville rye. I can't do it with the Woodenville rye, man. I'm serious. I can't do it. It's that bad. I don't know. Mark, what you sipping on, bud?
Same thing as you, boy. That weeder.
That weeder? Yeah.
Yeah. Caramel. Caramel. Vanilla. Caramel.
Man, there's that thing. I said from the start, that thing really it changes. There's so many different flavor profiles that gives me. Does that happen to anybody else here on the screen? That weeder? Anybody have it yet? You haven't?
I haven't cracked it. I haven't cracked it yet. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, did you get that one?
No.
You didn't get the weeder? Ethan, I know you don't have yours yet. Toby, you got yours?
I do, but I haven't cracked it yet.
Okay.
I ordered 2 of those.
Nice.
Man. Thank you so much.
It was my 4th of July Eve bottle.
No. Nice.
Plus and pours bottle.
Hell yeah. Nice. Do you do that with all your bottles, Mark? You write on them?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
That's a good idea.
I started Deathless Dan did that a few years ago. So I had several bottles when I started. I didn't do that, but then I was like, that's a good idea. So I just keep a Sharpie here, pop a bottle, and write the number on there, the date on there.
That's actually a good idea.
It's too bad I got about 350 bottles, 400 bottles that I don't have.
You don't remember when you opened them? Yeah. This was earlier last year. That's September. They're August.
Barrel King, pretty fucking solid. Yeah, Barrel
King.
King.
I gotta get rid of this bottle.
They're putting out some really good stuff right now.
Yeah, way out to the West Coast, we picked up 15 bottles of Barrel King.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we're local members, right? But we haven't been able to pick them up in a while, so we picked up 15 months worth of bottles.
My God!
Wow.
Have you guys cracked any of them yet?
A few of them, yeah. We cracked a few of them out with the guys.
Put the Woodenville rye in the 20. See, Jay Sells he's got an evil mind like I do. Like I want to put it in a blind, but I don't want to put it in a blind because that's the type of whiskey that's gonna fuck your palate up the rest of the night. I promise.
Oh.
I promise.
What if you got a fucked up one to start with?
Then it's gonna make it worse.
Sample C.
Yeah, Lance. I remember your daughter's in DC. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to get like a get together, like an East Coast kind of meetup. It doesn't have to be over there, but it'd be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun for whoever could make it. You know what I mean? If there was enough, heads up, found a place, and all that kind of stuff.
I'll be there.
Ragged Branch is also terrible. Made that mistake with a port wine finish early in my bourbon beginner journey, says Chris Baker. Don't know if I ever had the Ragged Branch port wine finish. I know I've had something from Ragged Branch. I started doing that as well, Mark. Great idea. Jay Sell says 15 bottles.
I'm not taking credit. That was Deathless Dan. That's
a lot of Barrel King. I would love the pickup option from Barrel King. I have to do the shipping, unfortunately. So
yeah,
I'd love to save that.
Or just go every year and a half like they did.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
I mean, you're not technically supposed to do that, so I'm not advocating for people doing that.
Were they a little bit get these bottles out of here?
They were fine, but like when we signed up, they were like, "Yeah, as long as you come through every 6 months or so."
18 months later.
How far of a drive? How long of a drive is that, Ethan?
It's only about 4.5 or 5 hours for us, which for us is down the street. We just haven't gone that direction recently.
Right.
Jay Sell says, I sent Independent Joe, it's supposed to say wine, but it says blonde. I'm missing an E, but with Whistle Pig, Boss Hog 11, and he wouldn't drink it because it smelled like cleaning solution. We got no points. Oh, God. I could easily be talked into coming down to Maryland for a meetup. Have to be in August or September. I wouldn't be able to put it together that fast, Jay Sells. Plus, there's other stuff going on in August, September that would not allow me to put that together. It would have to be next year if I did do one. I know a good spot to do one would be Old Line. I know 21090's doing one here in a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'll be on vacation during that, so I won't be able to make it. But they're doing
19th.
one. Huh?
It's on the 19th of July.
Yeah. Old Line will be there. K. Luke will be there. Who else? Corbin Cash will be there, and then so will Jay West with the Reveries. Will be there. But I mean, that's a good place to actually do a meetup because they would allow it to happen. I'm not sure. I'd have to partner with Sagamore and see if they would do it, but I'm not sure with new ownership how that would work.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd have to find a place to go hang out. And I mean, we could always go to Jack Rose and hang out and drink at the bar and stuff like that. But then not sure where we could head off to after that down in DC. But
I'd drive out to it.
Huh?
I'd drive out to it.
You drive all the way from coast to coast?
Yeah, not a problem.
Damn. I wish I could drive like that. I've told you before, I'd fall asleep at the wheel doing that. There's just no way. All right, well, let me. I'll start to figure something out because I'd love to do a get together with everybody. That would be a lot of fun. I just want to make sure there'd be enough heads up, and then figuring out a spot's, I think, the main thing. But if Old Line would be open to it, that can fit a decent amount of people in there. So if summer's out, there's always football season. Just make sure the Ravens are in town. There you go. Lance says he's in. I can bring some old bottles for everybody to try. 6 hours, most, yeah.
Yeah, big thermos of Action Jackson, man. That's good for 1,600 miles right there.
There you go. Was that the one? That's the one that's really. I tried one. What was it? I tried one here the other day. I forget what it was, but man, it had me fucking wired. It may have been. Was it the Bardstown Blitz or one of them's really strong? I don't know what it is. I have a whole
Action Jackson got you. Action.
Is it? Was it that one?
Action Jackson.
In it, yeah.
All right, maybe it was that one. I have a lot. I mean, I had some that I opened. I still have them, and then my mom was over here earlier, and I gave her some to go make for the guys at the shop. So I had like half a bag, and I was like, "Here, go make this for the guys at the shop." Yeah, I had one of them, and my hair was standing up, man. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, literally, like I was like, "Holy fuck!" This got me.
I mean, the Bardstown Blitz has got a little kick to it too, but not like Action Jackson.
Yeah. Dan, drag your ass up to Maine. Let's go make that happen. Maine's beautiful. I've been to Maine. Maine's gorgeous. I love Maine. Maine is a very, very beautiful state. Just depends on timing, man. I mean, it's one of us will pick you up at the airport. No excuses. Say it again. Small meetup, and yeah. I mean, if there's a date thrown out there, I can make it happen. I just need a date if there's ever a get together.
October.
Outside of going on vacation, like on this one for the
October.
October
At Heaven Hill.
Oh yeah, October at Heaven Hill. I should be there for that one.
July in Nashville.
I'll definitely be at that one. I have to be at that one. I'm worried about. I'm flying same day, so hopefully nothing happens. Because if it does, I won't be there, Mark. I'm sorry. I can get there in 3.5 hours for Dan's meetup. Not so much for Todd's. Whiskey. You should host a meetup at Woodenville and tell them, oh my God, you need to compute everything to see if you stop bashing their shit. Oh God. No way. Some people might like it. Some people might like it. It is not for me. I can tell you that. I'll send some samples out to people. We could try them. We could try them maybe before the tournament starts. The following month. That way you can get to everybody.
Yeah. Dan will set it up and he'll be like, well, too bad I don't have any more of that left. I sent it all out. You guys have it. I'm not drinking that shit again.
Yeah. I wouldn't throw that in the blind. I'd rather throw Hidden Barn in the blind than that. Because like you said, I like somebody would know what it was.
Hey, Dan, you remember?
With a $20 super chat says, let's help with the shipping for the tournament. I appreciate that, Marty. Thank you, man.
You got it, man. Let's help out. Hey, Dan, you remember
What's wrong with
when I
Rebel
sent
Yell?
you that last blind we did? I threw in that damn rotten first edition Castle and Key. You remember that? Remember how bad it was?
Yes.
Yeah. It's right there with that Hidden Barn. Yeah. I'll send you that.
I think I poured
it out too.
I think I poured half that sample. I think it's still sitting on top of my fridge. I'm not gonna lie. I think it is. Thank you, Marty, for the super chat, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's help out.
What I miss?
Yeah,
Jay
Ethan.
Sells, it doesn't sound like you're wrong.
Randall Erickson with a $20 super chat says, hoping to win the Woodenville Hidden Barn Rebel Yell Town Branch Fleshman Straight Rye Sample Pack. There you go. Randall just wants all the nasty whiskey. That's what he wants.
Tense.
Thank you, Randall.
Probably good mosquito repellent.
Shit, they wouldn't come near that shit, Ed.
Like I said, it'd be good repellent.
You know what? I may be wrong. Maybe people will like it, but I am not a fan at all. It is the worst whiskey I've tasted in a very long time. I'll be honest with you. I can't do a review on it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Did they send that to you?
They did.
Or did you?
Yeah, they sent me that, and then they're just straight 94 proofer. I don't know where that is, but yeah.
Vic, let's drop them a note and see if they'll send it to our channels. That way we can really just dash it around everybody.
What's the proof on that 8-year?
I would love to hang out again. Absolutely, Josh. I'm just saying, there's less chance you're going to get murdered in Maine than Baltimore. That is a fact, J-Cells. That is a fact.
I don't know. A cabin in the woods. Yeah. Sometimes you just never know. I've seen that movie.
If you guys want to go to Mattering on season 4, bedroom plus tents, we're looking at 20. Max. Okay. All right. I'm down, man. Throw me a date. There we go. Top Jimmy with a $20 super chat. Smash that like button. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, buddy.
I must have hit something by accident. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. You can use a Woodenville as a bonus sample in case there's a tie. Ugh. By sending the Woodenville out to other people, you're actually hurting their brand. Probably. I want to, though. I want people to try it because, I mean, maybe I've lost my marbles, man. I don't know. But,
well, that's for sure. But
yeah, that could be.
Okay.
What's the proof on it?
100.
I got a pile of Woodenville samples from Troyman a couple years ago.
100 proof of delicious.
And they're not all my favorite. There's a lot of finished ones and stuff, but they all are what I call crafty. And I don't know if it's the youth that you guys pick up or whatever that just have this thing that it's
not even the youth.
It's a craftiness on it.
I mean, 8 years this guy. I mean, that's age. I mean, you could tell like that's a dark ass rock.
Yeah.
Dark as shit. But
maybe it's different crap note.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. So maybe it could just be me. I don't know. We'll see. I'll send some samples out. Man, I wish I could have made that Cali meetup. God, I wanted to go so bad.
It was a non-meetup from what I heard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The non-meetup. God, I wanted to go to that so bad.
Yeah, I
heard the
from the
food
start
was
not to get there.
fantastic.
Oh, I bet the food was fantastic.
It was all right.
Yeah.
That means Vic liked it. I take that as a compliment. If Vic says it's all right, then it's like, okay. I've met the mark.
I heard that Ed's Neat was the biggest thing there.
that was classic.
Christian says that they use small barrels on that Woodenville rye. To be honest with you, I don't know, man.
Is it crafty, Dan, or is it just shit? Yeah.
All of the above.
I don't get the craft. I don't get the craft note.
See, when you said small barrels, that makes me just think crafty and just over.
It's just
shit.
It has this weird like funk. It's funky.
They haven't used small barrels in quite a while.
Yes.
To my knowledge. It's possible they had some stuff, but because we lived there for 3 years, right? And we saw a few of their old small barrels, and those were like from the beginning. They haven't used small barrels in years and years and years.
8 years to be exact?
More than 8, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, we lived there 4 years ago, and we lived there for 3 years. That's 7 years back, and even then, they hadn't been doing
full size barrels.
4 years at least. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's where that crafty thing is for me from the small barrels, because there was a local place in Vandalia, Illinois, that as their rise, like one of the first things I was like, ooh, wow, this is some kind of crafty something. And then so many other times I've tasted it.
It still smells like silly putty Play-Doh. Like I said before, there's this underlying fruit note that is like it's trying to get past the funk that's like not letting it go. You can smell it. Like you can smell that like there's some kind of fruit note to it, but I can't get past that Play-Doh silly putty.
Yeah, maybe you need to let it air for a while and try it again where the bottle's lower, but the bottle won't get lower because you won't drink it till it gets
so
lower.
Fucking bad. Oh my god. It's so bad. I'd rather drink Malort than that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. There's this just like bitter metallic, like I don't even know how to explain it. Wet cardboard. I don't know what that is, but man, that is the funkiest fucking shit I've drank in years. I will send anybody a sample of that who wants it. I'll send it to everybody on my mailing list. I don't even care at this point. I'll just go down through pirate ship and send it.
Sounds like a Patreon giveaway.
I don't. Yeah, there's something about it. I don't know. Maybe Marty took his shit in the bottle.
Marty.
Turks, what are you guys sipping on now?
Just finished the Evernorth Light Whiskey. I think Katie just brought out the Barrel King Great Cornholio. So that one's 2.99 ones, an 11-year bourbon and a 17 or 18-year light whiskey.
Nice.
Cornholio.
that's one with Jared on it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let me zoom in. Hold on.
I am Cornholio.
Me need TP for me bungle. Kenneth Clark says, "Hell yeah." Lance with a $20 super chat says, "Put me in." Thank you, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Said I probably won't be doing a lot of giveaways during the tournament because it's already a shit ton of samples going out each round. But yeah.
Is there a schedule?
Not fully right now. Like right now we have, the two matchups for the 21st. I'm going to reach out to two more sets of teams this week before I go on vacation to get them set up. That way I can send out the samples to for that next round. So thank you, Lance. I appreciate that, buddy. Silly putty, yes, J Cells.
The silly putty and Play-Doh are different, though. So do you get both?
Very different.
It is a
like Play-Doh is like salty glue dough, and silly putty is like plastic.
Yeah.
I may almost put it on a Play-Doh note.
Because Play-Doh is edible and silly putty, I wouldn't eat.
It's so funny. I was just thinking that. It's like
not edible.
Play-Doh you might be able to eat, but silly putty you probably need to go to the hospital.
I don't think it's toxic, but
just
bubbles with it.
Keep the rest.
just don't eat the red Play-Doh.
Is it silly putty that someone's been kneading in their hands for a long time?
That says nothing.
Dirt and hair and transferred cartoons from the Sunday comics. And...
Watching the tent.
Oh my God, Randall!
Everybody, stay away from Randall. Oh, good Lord!
Oh, Jesus!
Hey, this is a family channel, Randall. Knock that shit off.
Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain was a family show.
I haven't monetized it live in a long time.
Especially when it was Marty's coming on.
I'd have been kicked off a long time ago. Cornholio is tasty. Yeah, sounds romantic, Randall. I could never do a monetized live. There's no way. Well, I've been a little better since Scotch night, but yeah,
that was the low bar.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, that was pretty bad. Man, I tell you, I remember that morning, man. I swear to God, I opened my eyes and the fucking world was spinning. I was like, "Holy shit!" I could not keep my. It was just everything was like, oh man.
So Dan, I'm going to say this here so that Katie will remember because I never will. But we've got a sample we need to send you. We picked up a bottle while we were out in California that it'll make anybody a Scotch drinker.
It'll make anybody a Scotch drinker.
Yep.
No, it won't.
So Vic
knows what it is.
And he's shaking
And
his
it make
head.
me a Scotch drinker. No, it won't.
Buddy.
Marty's
Giving your Oregon Duck shirt.
Cheers, Kragan. Kenneth, I forgot to ask you, Kenneth, you got that sample I sent you, right? I just want to make sure. I know it was a little while back, but
I got this one too. I didn't know it was coming.
yeah, you won. You won that. You won that for something. I can't remember.
Right.
I
Cool.
send so much shit out, man. I can't remember
Yeah,
anymore.
neither can I.
What's nice about Pirate Ship is it saves all your guys' addresses, which I love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it makes things so much easier. Tobe,
Allegedly.
Top Jimmy, thank you, man.
So he knows where to hand deliver it.
So I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, man.
That's for next week. Next week is going to be a boring week. You're off. Jason's off. It's like, good God, man.
Marty said he's going to hold it down. Vic's
I
gonna
think
go live on
Top
Monday
Jimmy's
night.
comment applies.
Yep, there you go. Vic just gave the thumb up. You got Vic on Monday night.
All right.
You can do that.
You'll do it. Or not. Right.
No problem, Kenneth. Anytime, buddy. I just want to make sure you got it. Toby, bring that down. Thank you, Toby. I appreciate it, buddy.
You're welcome.
You know what I'll do too? So I know I said I won't send out too many samples. So I'll do 3 samples of the Helldiver.
You don't have to, Dan. You don't have to. No, that's for the tournament, man.
Yeah, I'll send out something.
Do what you want to do, but that's
you know what? Hold on. What I got left in here? All right, I'll do 2 samples of the old Dragon Bones rye whiskey, 18-year-old, 136 proof too. Do 2 samples of that as well.
Is that Cuba Libre?
That is Cuba Libre.
I eat it. Okay, pretty good.
is that the finished one?
Yes.
Pretty good. Tastes
I got
$20 super chat from Tristan Dram says entries from Marty Poppins.
Hell fire, Mari Poppins.
Shit. Shit. Thank you, Turks. I appreciate that. That's funny. You trying to kick out of chat, man. Nobody gets kicked out of chat here, man. Well, that's not true. That's not true. There was, you know what I haven't seen in a long time? You know, I'm not even going to say it because it'll wind up popping up. Those little friggin' like porn flashes.
The bots. Yeah.
Yeah, little bots.
Bot.
Yeah. Like, text me for a good time. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. All right, let me go.
You just got to have some.
Yeah, I haven't seen those for years. They used to come
it's
up all
been-
the time.
it's been a while.
You don't.
Then they got control
YouTube
of
took
that.
care of it.
Yeah.
You don't have any. Dan, you don't have any wrenches. You got to have a few wrenches to keep an eye out. For
I
that shit.
should. There should be a Marty Poppins. Hold on.
A little puff of air.
That one's too skinny.
Like 20 minutes and he can come up. What stuff needs a beard?
Don't be editing now, Ethan. That's good enough. That was good.
A little more stout. And I think the cloud should be more gray.
Yeah, rain.
And I can say this: it needs a bigger umbrella.
It says Titleist.
Lance says, I would put in for 3 sample packs, but you have to send me the winner info, so agree or disagree. Lance knows I'm a little behind on that kind of stuff. I agree, Lance. I agree. Whoever wins your 3 sample packs, I will send them to you, their address if I have it. I'll send it to you tonight or tomorrow. So that's a deal. So we got 3 sample packs from Lance as well.
Awesome.
Legend.
I know Lance is like, don't forget to send me the address. Don't forget to send me the address. Sometimes I forget. I'm sorry. That's funny.
Watch Lance gonna win his own samples.
All right, so we got 3 sample packs from Lance. No idea what's in it, but I'm sure you are in for a treat. I will tell you that. And cheers, Lance. Thank you for doing that, man. I appreciate that.
Do you have anything besides super chat info?
Huh?
Like PayPal, Venmo, or any of that sort of stuff, or is it just super chat?
Yeah, I have.
I
have that information. I can post it on here.
I'll see in the description or anything.
Yeah,
Mark making it complicated all the time. Fucking M&Rs.
Let me see. I don't remember it off the top of my head. All right, I have a Venmo.
Yeah, Mark, just let us know how many entries you send. We'll create the spreadsheet for you, Dana.
Oh, okay. You got all the super chats?
Yeah, I can go back.
Thank you.
See all the fan funding.
Thank you.
So it's 3 hell divers and 3 sample packs.
And 14 Woodenvilles.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
3 hell divers, 2 samples of the old bones, 18.
Okay.
True Libre.
Yep.
And then the 3. Yeah.
Perfect.
Lance sends awesome sample packs. Yes, it does. Very awesome sample packs. That's why I said you'll be in for quite the treat. Why can I not fucking type? Thank you. Laggy. Whoops.
I think.
Sorry, Mark. I'm trying, man, but my computer is lagging right now. There we go.
You don't know what it is, though?
I do. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you in advance, Mark. I appreciate that, man. Let me see here. I thought I had a handful of people that were wrenches in here.
We are.
It is. Ethan is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of those names on Venmo.
Vic is.
Yeah.
Huh. I forget what you have to go into to actually assign them a wrench.
Whiskey Habit.
Whiskey Habit's in the chat.
Yep.
Where? Oh, there we go. What's going on? Cheers, man. Good to see you. Thanks for hopping in. What is this? Oops. All right. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Oh, my. Guys, I do want to ask you, so far this year, I know we're a little over halfway. What has been one of your favorite whiskeys that you can consistently go back to? Consistently. Mark, I'll start with you. I'll put you on a spot.
This year?
Yeah.
How available does it need to be?
Just anything that you find yourself really kind of gravitating towards. A shelfer, a single barrel.
I'm trying to drink these giveaway bottles. I've been trying to clear some shelf space. I've been going back to this Russell's Reserve single barrel that I won a while ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Those picks that, the sticky icky pick. Yeah.
Marty, what about you? What do you got? What's something you continue to go back to? One of the better whiskeys you've tried this year.
Probably in the last month, it's been the Star Hill Farms from Makers.
Okay.
I just think that's so unique with those two different mash bills, the malted in one, and it fascinates me that's Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that good, and
I feel like that's something in a blind that you would not know that's Maker's Mark if you hadn't tried it yet.
No, hell, there wouldn't. No way. I would.
Yeah.
The first thing I would think is it was finished.
Yeah.
Because of the finish on that thing kind of goes forever, and you think you're missing something, and then it's the malt in that one mash bill that's going to throw you out, like on your thought process. I think that one, the PFG speaks for itself.
Yeah. PFG's good.
I'm trying to think. This year's Michter's Rye barrel proof is pretty damn solid too.
Which one?
The Michter's Rye.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
Which one? The barrel proof? The
barrel proof.
Yeah.
Why is Marty like looking into the neighbor's yard?
No, I'm looking in my window because right here, I don't know if you can see that. That's Jim's bar.
I'm teasing you, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, I
funny.
consistently bring outside, sits on her bar. She gets so pissed at me because none of her shit's on it. She's like, "You've taken over all the bars." I was like, "Really? You think not?" I'd love her.
Ed, what about you? What's been some of the more consistent whiskey you find yourself going back to this year? Some of the better stuff.
Well, probably one of the better ones I've tasted thus far is that Baumburger's PFG. If that's this year, but I'm also find myself going back to that Old Fitz 7. I've really been enjoying that one as well.
I've been waiting for that one.
Vic, what about you, bud?
Shit. Yeah, that Old Fitz 7. Fucking that Penelope Project X was good. The cognac finish one.
I haven't tried that one yet. Yeah.
What else is good?
Sales picked a couple.
Is that a standard release? The Penelope X?
No, those are picks. Actually,
Oh,
They're
really?
all picked for stores.
Yeah, they're all
different.
picks.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the one we got from one of their local clubs here has a little bit fucking like Amburana note in it. And Tater fucking almost killed half a bottle when he was here on Saturday. And I had just picked it up Saturday.
Jesus.
I'm like, yeah, you like what you like.
What about you, Tobe?
Hey, Marty and Ed already stole a couple of mine with the PFG and the Star Hill Farms. I keep going back to your Green River pick and to Jason's Green River pick and to that Green River store pick, the weeded that we got, a few months back. Those are fantastic. And I love trying them side by side and that, but the last couple of weeks, it's the OGD 7 has just been such a go-to. It's delicious for $40.
Yeah. And they're distributed like nationally, right? Or is that still kind of
what?
The OGD?
Yeah.
They're here.
Well, I don't know. I'm in
now.
Lexington. Here, I can't go anywhere without tripping over it. So I don't know.
They're here now. Yeah.
Okay. It's in Illinois. I got one at Denny's.
Nice.
Orange bottle.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Turks, what about you? What do you got? Katie, what you got?
42
Barrel
bottles.
37 Barrel Kings and shit.
I would probably have to say the Green River weeded pick from Cyprus it was really, really good. Bias, like not including our picks. What else? It's really good. We actually picked up an Old Dominic single barrel that was a weeded single barrel.
Ooh.
And it's really, really good. It's their staff pick.
Yeah, we've tried some of their weededs that were still needed time, but this one was awesome.
Yeah, this one was.
You know what, Dan? We need to go back to that Green River weeded pick that we got from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The store pick. We need to get back into it. I've only had a pour 2 out of it, and I know Top Jimmy said it's a banger. We get back into it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
The single barrel is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's the only one that I've seen anywhere. It was that one time for.
Well, there's only 19 barrels going to be released for the year, I think.
Well, I think Katie was saying. She had a. Katie, weren't you saying you had one from Cyprus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
It's
really.
a Cali pick.
But I mean, I think when we were there, Dan, they were telling us California was getting probably the majority.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did say that.
I swear I cleaned out Lexington on that bottle. Holy crap.
I believe you. Free Ranch Farm Strength Uncut says Josh Fritz. That's his. Josh Fritz says 10 single barrel barrel-proof rye. $5 super chat from Miracle Martinez says an entry for Katie T. Miracle, that's extremely generous of you. Thank you. And again, I hope you're safe down there.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Star Hill Farms and Smoke Eye Hill says Randall. Okay. Bardstown High Wheat New Riff 8 says Hooper. Haven't tried the New Riff 8. Wait a minute.
I think you have, actually.
I think you have.
I think I did actually try that. I'm trying to remember.
That bottle's pretty easy to come by.
Barrel King Ohana and Aloha have been my greatest pair for me. Wish I had more, says Joe the Sample Guy. Katie Turk, thank you, Miracle. If you shoot us an email, I'll have a. I finally need to tell somebody. That's awesome. Dusty Wonka and Sonic Boom for me, says Jay Sells. Okay. Jay Sells like the Dusty Wonka and the Sonic Boom. Good question. RE 101, Wild Turkey 8, and Bardstown High Wheat, says Whiskey Habit. He says Dune Green River picks are way, way underrated. Agree. There's so many good Green River picks out there. I mean, there's so many. So many.
And that's the problem. There's so many, you don't know where to start.
Yeah. And I know, the thing with the Green River picks is I think I talked about it on the last live stream was like they kind of steer in two directions. From what I've tried anyway. I'm sure there's maybe some different ones out there, but like you have those ones that are very cherry forward and you have those ones that are very kind of tobacco forward that kind of give you that different profile. I haven't really tasted anything that's kind of like an in-between. That's something that's different from those two, but I'm sure there's some out there. Katie, do you prefer to take coffee orders over the phone or online only, says Josh Fritz?
Just shoot us a text and we can figure it out.
Whiskey.
I typed driftingdrams.com in the chat, but it just doesn't show up on this side.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
It's not a link because I'm
first are tracking the entries. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, man. Obviously, we should do Woodenville for the meetup. You wish, EJ. I can't. I can't. I don't even know how to respond back to the email I got. I don't. We gotta figure that out. I'll just pretend I'm a bot or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I wanted to go. I wanted to see if Todd or any taller from his popularity.
This might be that one time ghosting them might be appropriate.
I think it might be appropriate. Did you get the bottles? What are you talking about? Who is this? Goodness, we would definitely try to come to. Where am I in this chat right now?
Somebody's behind in the stream, evidently.
We're just lucky Dan's still in the stream.
Dan's been doing pretty good lately, man. He's gotten this down now.
I'm trying.
Class dismissed.
I'm way up in chat for some reason. Let me scroll all the way down here. All right, there we go. Okay. Goodness. Okay. Miracle Martinez says Weller 12. Okay. Josh Fritz just text. My favorite bottles I bought this year: Copper and Cask Batch 9, double oaked, Striped Pig. You know that, Tom. That's another one that I tried from the Ascot Awards that was really good. It scored pretty high. It was a Striped Pig. That's the only time I tried it that I remember anyway. 8-year bourbon pick and the Blue Bolt double oaked. What is Blue Bolt? I never heard of Blue Bolt before.
I don't know.
I never heard of Blue Bolt.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Blue Note, maybe it's a typo.
Roger,
you swipe Note and swipe Bolt, you might get the same.
Yeah, that's true. Dan will pay $5 to anyone who takes a sample of the Woodenville. I don't know, man.
Blue Bolt is a thing. Never heard of it either.
They pay $5 to anyone who takes some of the Woodenville. I will send it out. I know it'll cost a handful, but just for people to try it, just to see. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. I'm sure I am.
Yeah, just send my sample to Ed.
Send it to Ed.
Yeah, I'll double up on Ed.
Picks from Green River, Eagle Rare, and Russells for those.
Save the shipping.
Doesn't matter who gets a pick; it wins regardless. Yeah, good call on that. Whiskey Habit, good call. Give me something right on. Kenneth Clark got Ascot new Sagamore cast strength, and it delivers. Fuck yeah, it does. That 123 proof is so good, man.
It's a banger. That might be another one we need to go back to.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I'm going to get. That's
I know I got to head there. I haven't been there. I know I got to grab one for the Turks. I got to grab one for Josh Fritz. Somebody else, Randall maybe. I just haven't been there. I haven't been there yet. So, I'll get some. I'll get some. Blue Bolt is Critterdens.
It's a small craft distillery out of Mississippi.
Yeah, Marty found a pit when we had him down in Mississippi.
Okay.
That Brian Marty?
That was the superhero. I don't know the name of it. I've asked Ethan before. It's okay unless it opened up good.
We haven't attacked
it. What? Oh, shit. I don't know. I mean, for me, man, it's tough. It's tough to say. Just trying to think.
You know what, Dan? In your defense, in the last month and a half, your palate has been tested amongst time like no other with that Ascot shit and the stuff you're trying to review. So it'd be hard to kind of narrow that down. Well, that one bottle you've got there you talked about that you really like. We can't find, but they sent you one. The
Lasco?
Yeah. Lasco Motel?
Yeah.
Oh, it's findable, bro.
It's
findable way cheaper than what Subach has them for.
I think you froze Dan. Oh, he's back.
Did I?
There you froze for a minute.
Oh, no. He's just very still.
I was listening.
Oh, speaking
I was listening to that sex magnet down here.
Marty Poppins?
Yeah, his voice just puts me in some kind of fucking trance. I don't know what it is. But...
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Sorry.
Shut up.
No, yeah, Marty, I agree. Like what I do like about the Ascot Awards, it gives me a chance to try things that I may never have the chance to try. Like that striped pig, I never had that prior to trying it in the Ascot Awards. The Lasso Motel, never even heard of it before. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I was able to try in there that just never tried before, never even thought of trying, but was really good. So, and that's where I found out about like the Smoke Eye Hill, like when I was able to try that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, from last year.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that bottle.
I love that bottle. I still have it. I love that bottle, man.
You know, and I know that there's some variants, you know, with Smoke Eye Hill, but you know, it's kind of like you know, Russell's Reserve Single Barrel. Yeah, there's some variants, but you know, they're all going to be, you know, good to very good. So
yeah.
Whiskey House says, "Dang, it's really still like the equalizer before someone's about to have a bad day."
Time slows down. The plans flash before his eyes.
Not anymore. I'm too old for that now.
Ladybug?
Not
that
really.
a ladybug?
What's that?
It was a mosquito, not a ladybug.
Mosquito.
He's stocking up on ladybug repellent.
Shit.
I was going to ask Ethan, was it a ladybug-free trip this time?
Sounds good.
You didn't answer.
Yeah, amazing, bro. We didn't hear a damn thing you said.
It was
Should be
probably a
muted.
zinger.
No?
We didn't hear anything.
Oh, I said the ladies love me.
That's why you attract the bugs.
Let me pour. I want to pour this Green River. It's the only one I didn't pour yet.
I did have to tell the ladybug story to my dad because I had a ladybug crawling on my shirt when I was riding with him to the store the other day when we were in Colorado, and I was like, I couldn't find the windows, the button for the window because they weren't on the door handle. They were in the center console. I was like, where is it? I don't want this thing. So I told him, and he about lost it. I told Ethan, I'm sorry. I had to share your story.
Bourbon Engineer, cheers, man. Good to see you, Brian.
Cheers, Brian.
Cheers, buddy. Oh shit!
All right.
fuck, what is this?
All right.
Whoa, what is this? Jesus, what do you mean, what is this? Holy smokes. That's more than we need to see. That's what that is.
Sorry.
Is Toby flashing everybody again?
Yeah.
Damn it. I
It's
missed
like, what is this? And zooms into the nether regions.
Oh, shit.
Night, Chase Sales.
I'm working through some samples from
Night, buddy.
From Gary
Sip
Franchi.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
The franchise. Jay Sells, good night, y'all. Appreciate the company. Cheers, buddy. He thought Mark was a urologist.
Yeah. Hey, Doc, what's this?
I don't know. I can't see it.
I know. All I wanted for him was to say, wow. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. Damn it, Mark. Say wow.
Wow, what?
I worked all day. Yeah, and I got to see that for free.
That's funny. So Jason's event is October
19.
19th.
Yeah.
17 to the 19.
Yep.
So did he say if there's going to be are they going to do a barrel your own or bottle your own or
We don't
anything?
know yet.
No.
Nothing. They don't know
Yeah.
anything except for dates.
Yeah, he gave him a big wish list of stuff that he wanted, but I don't think they've gotten back to him as to what he can and can't do or what they'll.
Shit, he just needs to go to Larkin and do a barrel pick. That's what I'd do.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Marty with Lurkin.
The good thing is he got the date. You know what I mean? Like that's.
But Marty's not wrong, man. If he was able to get a 8 or 9 year barrel from Larkin, those things are killer. Those single barrels.
From where?
Larkin. It's right next door to Wild Turkey. It's a small little distillery.
From Larkin. I've never heard of Larkin.
You know what? All right, I'm going out on Wednesday. I'm going to grab you a bottle. I'm going to send it to you. I'll send you one of the single barrels.
Larkin. I never heard of it before.
Yeah,
it's like 200 yards down the road from Wild Turkey. It used to be Lawrenceburg Distilling.
Okay. All right. So that makes a little more sense now. Okay, because I just don't recognize anything from that.
Okay. I'll grab you a couple bottles and send them to you. I'm headed there on Wednesday or Thursday.
Dan, you had bottles at the share last year. Man, Travis, I don't fucking remember that. I don't know what the hell I drank. I don't know what I drank.
Yeah, you had that old line.
I know I tried the Murray Hill that time from Mark. I think Mark had it, or somebody that Mark was with had it. Emmenecker.
That batch more, yeah.
Yeah, somebody had it that I was with, but if that's the meetup you're talking about, other than that, I have no idea what I tried that night.
If you could remember anything from those bottle shares, then you weren't doing it right.
That's right. That's like one of the only things. No, because Lance brought some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Lance brought some stuff to that meetup. I remember some of that stuff. I remember the Murray Hill, but I don't remember much. Like what else I tried? I can't remember. But, I can't picture the Larkin label is what I'm having a hard time with. Like trying to remember. I don't know what that looks like.
Well, Marty went to get his bottle.
How he wanted to go grab a bottle?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's the bottle and bond.
Is that a fucking kangaroo?
Yeah. So the owner's Australian.
Holy shit.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 years. 100 proof.
It's veteran owned. Not only did he serve in the Australian military, he served in the United States military.
Oh, okay. So he was dual, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. Is he a citizen of Australia or United States?
I'm imagining he has to be a citizen here. I mean, he's lived here for quite some time.
Minimum.
Okay.
Y'all would know military wise. I don't know how that would.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember a kangaroo label. I don't remember that, but.
Well, what, Marty? It's only been Larkin for what, 2 years, maybe at the most.
About 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
He was there when we were there for the meetup last year, and that's how I found him. Was I went to Turkey, and he's literally 2 miles down the road.
Like 200 yards.
Is that what it is? Because I just remember it was just right down the road before you crossed to get over on the interstate. I remember he was on that side of the interstate.
You said he was at the meetup?
No, if he was, I didn't remember Greg being there.
Huh.
Dan, me and Tom did a whole
Marty's drunk.
stream with him. Me and Tom did a whole stream with him.
Yeah. If you go back and they did an interview with him a couple months ago.
Yeah, he's awesome, man.
Huh. I know I talked to Adam because he might be able to get Horse Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some contact info for them. I would love to have them on the channel.
Talk about veteran owned.
Yeah, I would love to have a conversation with those guys. That'd be great. I'm sure it probably have to be a little more backstage for some questions, but I would love to have them on as a whole. So, Richard Z, follow me around. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I reached out to him, and then it was weird because I got a weird email from something horse soldier related. So I don't know if he had sent them my contact info or what, but
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back.
I would love to. I would love to have them on the channel. I just, for me, to be honest with you, I just haven't had enough of their stuff. I've had some of it. I just haven't had a lot of it. But more like I would want them on the channel more so because of like what those guys did and what they went through.
So, Dan, you remember when you and I were texting, I don't know, a few weeks back about service and stuff. And, when I first became aware of those guys, I was actually in a cigar lounge here in Lexington. And this is 2 years ago. And they came in to pour samples and everything. And I was there. So they started pouring samples for me and stuff. The early stuff was really rough, but I started talking to them. And later that afternoon, I texted my brother and I asked him, this, that, and the other. And he said, oh yeah, they've already reached out to him. And he knows, he already knew who they were, what they were doing. And I said, do I need to send you bottles? And he said, nope, already got them. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. It's funny because it's a tight knit community that those of us in the civilian world don't know anything about.
Yeah. Well, your brother. You said he was airborne, right?
No, he was 10th Special Forces, attached to the 101st out of Fort Campbell.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew. Yeah, I knew it was. I couldn't remember exactly, but I knew it was something like that. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we all know the Band of Brothers guys. That was 506th, and my brother was 502nd.
Okay.
Much later.
much later. Yeah, those guys. I mean, so for those who don't know, I mean, originally, I mean, those guys went in on horseback. That's way early on in the war for those who don't know that. Way early on.
What was the movie they made that was based on that?
Like 13 Strong or 11 Strong?
Yeah, yep, that was it.
11 Strong.
Tater. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It was really well done.
Yeah. That was all Green Berets who went in there.
Wasn't that guy on Lance's channel at one point? Didn't Lance talk to him? Somebody talked to the horse soldier guy online.
He
was on Northwest.
Was it? Okay.
He was on who?
Northwest Bourbon.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean and that was, unfortunately, early on in the war, like those guys. I mean, obviously, riding horseback, you didn't have, they didn't have those kind of means of transportation. Again, I wasn't Army side, so I don't know what that looks like.
Cheers, Richie.
But
that was like the first 12 or first 12 guys in Afghanistan on horses.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, usually there's a procedure to events that lead up to things like that, but I'll leave that off the table for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, I mean, those guys are they so in our community we call them the bearded bastards. That's just I'm sure Toby, your brother would know that term, the bearded bastards.
Yeah.
But it's one of the things they've been called. So there's a great interview that came out. I don't know if you guys ever watch. For those of you who watch Sean Ryan or not, I don't know if you do. But he just interviewed a guy. He goes by the name J. Cal. He was a British SAS, but he spent time with the unit over in Iraq and stuff. And You should listen to that quick interview that Sean had with him. He spent when he was deployed. When he was deployed, he was actually attached to the unit, and did some missions with them. And he talks about, one time he was asked, he was like, "Hey, do you want to wear the American flag on your vest?" And he was like, "Am I allowed? Can I?" And the guys from the unit were like, "Fuck yeah, like put that shit on." He was like, "I wore that flag with more pride than anything I've never been more proud in my life to put that flag." And this is a guy, again, he was an SAS, right? But he put that flag on his vest. He's like, "I've never been more proud in my life to have that, those stars and stripes on my vest." And but if you watch that interview, he talks about how crazy and good those unit members are. Yeah, he literally says there's no badder guys on the fucking planet than that unit. Great interview though, if you get a chance to watch it. He was a bad dude. So
if you go back and look at the history of it, I mean, all modern special forces derive from the British SAS. That's where it came from, in the 1940s. It all came out of the British SAS.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of the counterterrorism style things that we branch off on originated from that, whether it's the Navy side or the Army side or, Marine Corps side came a little later, but yeah. A lot of that branches off from them. And he even talks about, you'll hear him talk about like yes, he was part of the SAS, but he talks about how crazy good like the unit is and how above and beyond they are from everybody else. Yep. He literally talks about it in that interview. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's a really good interview.
Yep.
He basically calls us like the big brother to them. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
really, really good though. Really great interview.
Awesome.
Richie Z. Richie, I'm gonna text you tomorrow. I got a question for you. I wanted to ask you. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow. All right, guys, let's get into these giveaways here really quick. I do have to work tomorrow, so I don't want to be super late. Then, like always, American takes it and makes it awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's always an American twist. But you got to remember, right? Like, there's countries out there that have more money than others, and I think that's one of the things that separates us from the SAS. Right? There's nothing against the 22nd SAS. I mean, they're some of the baddest dudes on the planet, but like when it comes down to money and funds and equipment and I'll say certain tactics, there's none better than what we have to offer on the
air cover
on that. So with the unit, they can pull people from different branches. It's not just Army. They can pull it from the Navy or the Marine Corps or the Air Force or whatever it may be. But those are the most well-trained people on the planet by far.
The King's pockets are pretty deep.
Oh, for sure. For sure. When you can print money whenever you want, it's pretty deep, man. Yeah, Rich, I got you, buddy. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow. All right, let's get into these giveaways for tonight. So tonight we have a 3-sample pack of the Found North Helldiver 17. We have 2 samples of the Old Bones 17. Old Bones 18-year rye whiskey that is finished in rum, I think it was. Mark, is that right? Is that rum?
I believe so.
I think that's the rum.
So sherry. Oloroso sherry.
Or is it sherry? I mean, let me see. It is Sherry. You're right. It's Sherry. Yep.
And then somebody donated one of
Lance.
our travel mugs and a bag of coffee, and then Lance's 3 flights.
Is that anonymous, Ed?
Yeah, is that anonymous, Ed?
Just curious. That's awesome.
Cheers. All right, let's get into this giveaway. We will start with the samples of the old bones. So let me go ahead. Turks, you guys have a wheel?
What's up, Cheech?
It's in private chat where I can share it.
Cheers, Cheech.
Do you want us to share it, Dan? Is that the easiest so your computer doesn't freak out?
Let me see.
That's a safe bet.
And remove
Said
my
that. I didn't
entries
say that. I don't
in
know.
that. If you guys are tracking, I sent Dan a message. Just take out anything, the super chat I did.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ed.
All right. Well, if we take out Ed's, I'll send him something anyway. If that's what we're.
I love Ed's spirit, man.
Don't you though?
Anybody not have the Cool Libre? Because if I win samples of Cool Libre, I can't follow theirs.
Ed does it.
Okay.
Cool Libre. What's that? What the?
Perfect.
Ed is the goat.
What is DD 7-7? What the fuck is that?
Dusty Dan 77.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
All these codes, you can't just throw numbers and
What
letters together without somebody,
We're updating it, okay?
you need to decode that shit.
All right. Let's share the screen.
Yeah.
Let me know if that looks right.
Yeah, give us 1 second, Dan.
Okay,
Ethan's,
no problem.
Yeah, Ethan's updating it to remove Ed's.
Gotcha.
Cheers, Cheech.
Okay, apparently it's
All's
going to
good
give me a
there.
new link, so 1 second.
Okay.
The new link's in chat.
I have two 7-7s open right now, though.
Excuse me.
I will close them.
Yeah, there's a new link in chat, in private.
Okay. All right, let me open that one up.
Same name, just without Ed.
Got it.
You guys are Edless.
All right, let's share that screen. Okay. Where is it? I see loading. There we go. All right, so you guys can see that, right?
We can. I don't know about everybody else.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. Okay, so we will start with the two samples of the Old Bones. This is the 18-year finished in Oloroso sherry casks. Two samples of this. I actually can't shuffle anything.
Ethan already shuffled it.
He did? Okay.
Yeah, don't.
Got it. All right, here we go. Let's spin it. First sample goes to
Up, Jimmy.
the man, the myth, the legend.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Jimmy.
His brother.
Congrats.
Apparently, I'm getting an old bone.
I am.
Bring back
also.
memories, Jimmy.
Oh my God, freaking Marty!
Oh shit! All right.
Caught
Sample
these
number
spins.
2. Here we go. Ooh,
Another legend.
Yes.
Randall.
Randall's getting the bone as well.
Cheers, Randall.
He's gonna bring that in the tent with Marty.
All right, so next is
he didn't even have to take a pill.
You said there was coffee in a mug.
Mm-hmm.
Is that separate or together?
One giveaway.
Okay. Here we go. Drifting Drams giveaway. Who's it go to?
No.
Big Vic.
Oh,
Boom.
shit. Damn it.
Heading out to the OC.
You didn't want
Vic.
it? Congratulations, Vic. Rigged.
All right.
It's orange.
Now we will go in. Huh?
The mug is orange, so Vic will be happy.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Right on. Color the Denver Broncos.
Boot him.
We'll go into
Boot him ass.
we'll go into the three.
It's a good mug.
Three samples from Lance. Here we go. 3 packs of samples. Sample pack number 1 goes.
Sitting on Lance's name.
Goes to Marty.
Boom! Woo! Marte.
Here's Marty.
Congratulations, Marty.
Rigged.
You got 1 sample pack.
Marte.
Thank you, Lance, for doing that for everybody, buddy.
That's right. Sample pack number 2 from Lance goes to the top
Lance.
Chili.
Shit.
Double winning. Good job. Congratulations, Rigged.
Cheers, buddy. And the last sample pack from Lance goes to
Whiskey Nose. Come on, Whiskey.
Fucking Marty.
Oh,
Congrats, Marty.
I've never seen Sunshine with so many double winners. Congratulations, everybody.
Well, yeah, because Ed's out.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
I'm
Well, we didn't need any quadruple winners, so that makes sense.
Bottle.
And the Hell Diver, right, Dan?
Thank you, Katie and Ethan.
yeah, I still have 3 Hell Divers to give away. All right, here we go. Hell Diver sample number 1.
Let's make it a 3-banger. Let's go.
You have to wait for the tent for that one.
The
That's
Mark
right.
Evans.
Mark Emanecker. Right on.
Ooh, Hell Diver. Sounds interesting.
Sounds
Here's
awesome.
Mark. Congrats, my friend.
Sounds awesome.
Little Ronnie James Dio.
Sample number 2 of the Hell Diver.
Top Jimmy. Top
Oh,
Jimmy. I
yeah,
told
you know it.
A 3-banger. A 3-banger.
Jimmy.
That's right on. That's the hat trick right there.
Congrats, Jimmy. And the last sample of the Hell Diver goes to
No. There you go.
Right on.
Yeah.
Lance.
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 Congratulations,
Here's
everybody.
Lance. And cheers to all you guys out. You know, we'll do one more sample of the Hell Diver. Here we go. One more. Who gets it?
Round and round it goes.
Katie.
Katie Turk.
Right on.
There we
There you
go,
go.
Kate Turk.
Congratulations.
Cheers to all the winners out there.
And she had 1 donated entry. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's right.
Hey, that gives you the excuse to send me my highly anticipated sample of Woodenville.
You will get your highly anticipated sample of Woodenville.
Wait, all these samples today come with a bonus Woodenville?
They will.
No.
And
You're
you
gonna be
guys
busy.
are all going to try them on the live before I start this tournament off. So
Mhm.
I want to make sure I'm not losing my mind.
Thank God I'm getting coffee.
I mean, you could still be losing your mind even if it's other people.
Hey, Vic, hey, you guys may get one. You never know.
Ah, shit.
Got a long time before I go live the following week. So Again, thank you guys for the super chats. It's much appreciated. I will definitely be putting all that towards shipping. I promise you, it is a lot of shipping. So I will be putting that towards that. So
the winner email, Dan.
Yeah, Top Jimmy. And if it's okay with you, Top Jimmy, I can forward your email or your contact information to Lance.
Perfect.
Okay.
Does Lance have everybody else's contact info?
Yeah, he has Marty's.
Okay.
And I'll get him Top Jimmy.
Okay.
And whoever else, I don't know who else I got. I got samples from Dan and Lance and somebody else.
Jake said, "What's going on?" Jake says, "Rigged." Bless his heart, says Travis. A lot of congrats going around. 2 Martys and a Jimmy. That's right. I have a Marty and a Marty need Jimmy address. Sweet. Congrats. Miracle for the stream, folks. Cheers, Travis. I was on the air. All right. Guys, I am going to go backstage. If anybody wants to hop on, before I go backstage, go ahead and hit that link. I did pin it to the top of the chat. If anybody wants to hop on, you're more than welcome. Thank you again for all the super chats, guys. Make sure you guys are paying attention to Patreon. Again, our Tater Cakes Bardstown pick is going to be dropping more than likely next Monday. I will not be live next Monday. I'll be on vacation, but the pick will still drop. You'll see communication at some point once we receive final word on any kind of information that we have. Other than that, again, thank you all for a great night. It's been a lot of fun. If you want to hop on, more than welcome. Link is in the chat. I will see you guys the following Monday for the start of the Double Trouble Invitational Challenge. See y'all.
Night,
Cheers. Cheers, y'all.
See you guys.